welcome all to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Hey, Bulls got the number 4 draft pick in the NBA draft lottery. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to, of course, talk about some Bears. I think the Sky had that first game. We may mention that a little bit. But that and more coming up on the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Hey, Crook, hit it!
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
These summer league games and they tell you about these new up-and-coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso both when they are on the court are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
No, we really don't know shit. Hey, welcome all to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. As I stated earlier, the Chicago Bulls have the number 4 pick in the NBA draft lottery. Now, there are some guys let's talk about the top 4 guys that be available. You got AJ from BYU. You got Cam Boozer from Duke. You have Caleb Williams from where? Caleb Williams, UNC, home of Michael Jordan. And you also have Peterson, who played at Kansas. The Bears at number 4. A lot of people think it's probably going to be between Cam Boozer and maybe Caleb Williams, because right now the consensus is that, hey, AJ is going to probably go number 1, even though there are some rumblings out there that, yes, fuck Green Bay. There are some rumblings out there that Washington can possibly, trade the pick, or they're looking to wheel and deal. I think Utah may be into that too, so that's early talk. You know how it is. Also, the draft combine is here in Chicago. A lot of the prospects are here doing their combine testing, getting their full measurements out and verticals and putting up shots and things of that nature, sort of like the underwear Olympics once again, because they're taking shots and no one's defending them. So just shooting wide open jump shots. So we're going to be talking a little bit of that. We also want to hear from you guys to see who it is that you would like for the Chicago Bulls to select at number 4, especially basically seeing what you've seen from the NCAA season and also what you saw come tourney time. Make a decision who you like. Also, remember, the Bulls got 2 first-round picks, not 1, 2. They got the number 15 as well. So who you think will be available there for them at number 15? Are you willing to trade? There's talks that Giannis or Milwaukee is open to dealing Giannis Antetokounmpo, so the Greek freak. I don't know. Are you willing to do that as well? Plus, we talk about the Bears. They had their rookie minicamp. First thing I want to say, though, is happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We appreciate you. I hope you had a ton of fun on your Sunday. That was officially your day. So happy belated Mother's Day to all the women and mothers out there. All right. So without further ado, that's me going on my little, I wouldn't say rant, just talking a little bit, shooting the breeze. Let me go ahead and bring up the All-Star team. First up is the man, the myth, the legend, the tank, better known as Frank. Frank the Tank.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. It was very good to see that lotto ball hitting the Bears getting a 4th pick.
You mean Bulls?
Bulls, my bad. Bears are still in my head more than anybody else, but
yeah.
Bulls getting 4 and still landing a 15, man. That's huge. But to piggyback on what you were saying with Giannis, I mean, it's going to cost more than those 2 picks. You're going to have to give up a couple more first-round picks.
Well, let me ask you this, Frank. Are you willing to trade to get Giannis?
If you're telling me right now, if you're telling me right, that was a good timing. If you're going to tell me right now, all it's going to cost is 4 and 15, absolutely, I'm doing that. But it's going to cost more than that. Am I willing to trade 4, 15, probably another very, very good young player? It might be Buzelis. I really don't know. They probably wouldn't want him. And probably another first-round pick. No, I'm not really willing to tear down my entire team and all my draft picks for one guy, because putting him on this team, what is it going to do? It's going to put you right back in the same spot playing tournaments because we don't have anybody else around him.
I mean, definitely. But my question to you is, if you trade for him, the thing about it is that you don't have nothing around him.
Exactly. It's not going to matter.
Yeah.
And he's not going to come here either because there's nothing.
So I wouldn't, as he said, hell no to the no. No, I'm not into trading for Giannis, because even if you were to trade him, you would have nothing absolutely around him. You won't have no draft picks to draft any young talent. You're talking about a guy that's 31 years old. You're going to have
he's not young anymore.
Stars on this team. Nobody that can be his wingman. You'll have to go out and possibly try to get somebody on the free agency market, and God knows who that is or who's available, because I think most of the stars right now are pretty much locked up. Yeah. So, I mean,
I think if you think about it, though, you get a name like Giannis that would convince more people to want to come here. I would think.
Yeah, if nobody's who you got coming?
Exactly. I can't even think of somebody off the top of my head who is available to come here right now, because like how you said, I'm pretty sure mostly all of them are locked up.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is with the NBA, so many bad GMs have made moves where they've gone and made it ridiculous for you to even try to trade for players. I mean, you look at a guy like Mikal Bridges that plays in New York. This dude got moved for 4 first-round picks, man.
Mm-hmm.
4. And he's like the 3rd or 4th option on New York. You talking about a guy that's the 3rd or 4th option, who's not a star in the league. When he was traded, was not a star in the league. And I ain't even saying superstar. I'm just saying a star.
He's not even. He's not at that elite level.
He's not at elite level. 4 first-round picks.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Look at Rudy Gobert too. I mean, Rudy Gobert went for 4 first-round picks.
But the thing, at least with Rudy Gobert, you can say like, all right,
you knew what you were getting.
He was a defensive player of the year, multiple times defensive player of the year.
Very true.
Okay, would I have traded that for him? Not necessarily. But still, at least he has something on his resume.
Yeah, very true. It's a very fair point. But still, I don't think there's any player that, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Kevin Durant might want to leave too. But am I trading 3 first-round draft picks for him? No.
I mean, well, you're not going to get that for Kevin Durant anyway. I mean,
they're going to ask all over. Somebody might be stupid.
Yeah, so there's no telling what's going on.
But I mean, for the first time, I can say is, hey, who knows? We got a new front office. See what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I would actually build through the draft. You got the number 4, you got the number 15 pick. Speaking of that, who would you like to see the Bulls get at number 4?
And I believe you were
saying in the chat too.
I believe you were saying Caleb Williams. Isn't it Caleb Wilson?
Yeah, I said Caleb Wilson.
I thought you said Williams. I thought you said Williams.
Nah, I don't think.
But no, I want Caleb Wilson. I know for a fact what you were saying as far as who's going number one. That's clearly obvious in my point. Because remember, even when Derrick Rose was around here, they were always floating around saying he might not go number one. You're always going to come up with that. But that guy's going number one. But if Caleb Williams, now you got me going on it. If Caleb Wilson is going to be there at 4, I am thrilled. Because that is a huge piece in my opinion.
Well, would you take a Cam Booz at number 4?
We don't got a great history with that
Memphis
name.
takes Caleb Wilson. Will you be down for the Bulls selecting Cam Boozer?
Would I be against it? No. Do I think Caleb Wilson is a way better player in my opinion? An NBA caliber player in my opinion? Yes, I think he is way better than Boozer is. But would I be mad if we get Boozer? No, I won't be mad if we get Boozer. I mean, he's at least plays defense, not unlike his dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, he's a good defender. He's a good wing. He's got a good shot.
I mean, he's better than his dad in all phases of the game, except for maybe when it comes down to as far as post work. I think his dad was better.
His dad was,
he has a better jump shot, better range, better dribbler.
Okay. I mean, he grew with the generation. I mean, he grew with the generation. When Boozer was there, he didn't have to be that guy going out there and hitting threes and doing all that type stuff. And I mean, the biggest thing in my opinion is he is a good defender. I'm not denying that one, but I just don't think he is that, we'll say, that all-star caliber player that you would need that number one guy to be. And I really do feel Caleb Wilson can be that guy with the right coach.
Right. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm very interested in like who's going to be available at number 15 because the way the draft is falling right now, you don't know. Like the Bulls, one thing that we know the Bulls do have is a shitload of guards. You know, I'm going to bring in our other Dream Team member. I'm pretty sure he's going to have something to say. Me and him already talked about the guy that he wants, which is neither one of those guys. So this might go a little heated, but anyway,
when doesn't that happen? That's what we love about this show.
Yeah. Without further ado, next up is the man that has all the stats from the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, our boy JB.
What up?
What up, man?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? I'm decent. How y'all feeling?
Man, it's a nice day out. Not bad.
Nice night. It was a crappy day, but we finally.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, just what you got? I was chiming in the back and heard some.
Oh yeah, so what we started off the show talking about is the NBA draft and how the Bulls have not only the number 4 pick, but also the number 15th pick. Right. And with that, you know, I just basically named the top 4 guys in the draft right now. You know, right. AJ from BYU, Cam Boozer from Duke, Caleb Wilson from UNC, and Peterson from Kansas. Mm-hmm. And I was just asking Frank and telling the people in the chat to go ahead and chime in. Who would they like to see the Chicago Bulls get with the number 4 pick?
And I'm assuming the consensus is not equal. It's not the same.
Well, I think me and Frank are on the same page as far as getting Caleb Wilson. That's who we would like for the Bulls to get. But, you know, all that's going to really be up to, you know, what Memphis decides to do. And also, don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because of his health that Peterson actually slips a little bit.
It could happen.
You know, not to say that
Peterson, he doesn't really. I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound like weird, but I don't think he loves basketball. I think he likes basketball. I don't think he loves basketball because when have you heard a college student taking days off when it comes to playing ball? And Bill Self didn't like that at all.
Yeah. I mean, I totally get it. You're talking about a guy, and also he was a guy that was also hurt a lot during the regular season as well. His freshman year, only year that he played, you know, the guy was talking about, I think he had hamstring injuries, soft tissue injuries a lot. You know, he was limiting his minutes due to those type of injuries. So that might be a cause for concern for NBA teams, and they may not want to sit up there and draft that guy. That's why he may slip. I wouldn't say he's going to slip out the top 10. Will he probably slip to being probably a surefire number 2 to number 3? Who knows? Possibly. Hell, he may even fall to number 4. Depends. You know how this shit can get real crazy.
It depends. Well, it depends because 1, 2, and 3, if those are your top 3 and one of those teams just changed, like it's almost like a foregone conclusion. AJ, he's number 1 to Washington. Like everybody pretty much figures that's what's going to happen. If Peterson doesn't go second, and let's say Caleb Wilson does go second, that could upset the draft as well. For me, at 4, now, Foul, this is going to surprise you, so just let me cook.
No, it ain't going to surprise me. I think we already talked about it.
No, we talked about it, but 4 and 15. For me, I would go Darius Acuff Jr. because he can flat out score. He shoots over 40%.
I already know where you're going with number 15, so that's why you said it's gonna surprise me.
Who?
Mara.
Well, I thought about Mara, but then I'm like Mara or Yaxel because that feels both.
I think Yaxel. The word is the reason why I didn't put Yaxel out there. Word is Yaxel's gonna be gone before 15.
He's gonna be
last time I saw he was projected between 12 and 16. So he might, depending on how it falls.
Get lucky, but
I think he's between 8 or 12. They got him as right now. That's why I'm not surprised that he won't be there at number 15.
He's a 6'9" thug, and from him playing in Michigan, he plays a Chicago style of basketball that I like.
Yeah. So he is a dog, he is a dog like Chicago likes for sure.
Or maybe that is something with this new GM who we know nothing about because he ain't been hired yet. Maybe you pick swap the 1s and give a couple of 2s and say, hey, maybe you move up from 15 to 12 or 11, throw that team a couple of extra number 2s since we got like 25 of them.
Well, my question is, the GM that they haven't hired, will he be the one actually
making the decisions?
Right, making the decisions, because we've seen how Mark Eversley's supposed to have been this guy. Technically, the GM is the guy that sits up there that runs the draft and getting the players to come here, but he didn't do that. Hell, I mean, dude was on a damn milk carton, on the back of a damn milk carton, so we don't even know who the hell he is.
I think I've seen him publicly speak by himself twice the whole last season.
I've never seen him.
I've never seen him. Yeah.
He was more vocal early on when they first got here. But I'm talking about just last season. I think he spoke twice that I can remember watching the game, because hell, you don't even know what channel to catch the games on anymore if you don't have a league pass or whatever. But I just feel like those are the people I would like to see Mara but definitely I feel you got to give Josh Giddey some help.
Because that's actually where I was going with it too, JB, because one person that a lot of people don't talk about is the shooting guard out of Kansas. What is it, Peterson?
Yeah, but he's the one that, like, he kind of really don't like basketball. He takes too many days off.
I mean, I guess that's a fair point, but he's just a very skilled player, and having him play alongside Giddey, him playing alongside Giddey, that can be fun, and that would help out Buzelis and open up a lot more as well for him.
It definitely would, which is why I'm like, if you solidify, because too many times when the Bulls this year have gone against teams that have like great perimeter defenses, notice how Josh Giddey doesn't have any help.
No, he's all by himself.
And it's like, do you want to continue to run down? He's all by himself. He's the primary ball handler, the primary playmaker, and then at times the primary scorer as well. You know, and for me, I don't want Darren Peterson, you know, but I mean, if he falls and that's who they take, so be it. I believe Cameron Boozer probably won't be there. He'll probably go to Memphis with that.
Boozer's going to fit Memphis.
Got that third pick.
Yeah. I mean, my only thing is this. If, like you said, if you want to get Acuff, that's cool, but you would have to move Josh Giddey. Because Acuff is the type of guy, he's sort of like a point guard. He's going to have the ball in his hands most of the time to be effective. And Giddey needs the ball. We all know Giddey needs the ball in his hands to be effective. And there's only one ball. So you probably gonna have to get rid of Giddey, and that's really like some people have been saying, like, I think who else was that was, I think I listened to somebody this morning saying that they like the A-Cuff as well, and they were like, if they get him, they will have to move on for Giddey, try to trade him, do whatever it is to get rid of him, because
I don't think you have to move on from Giddey though, because if you look at the lay of the land now, you have multiple ball handlers. You have Luka and Austin Reeves. You have James Harden and Spider Mitchell. Like, that's kind of like what the back.
And then you could always have a ball handler on the court.
Yeah, you have the two guard can handle the rock and play make just as well as the point guard. That's kind of like how the league is shaping up now. So that's.
And I don't think they're similar players, other than they just need the ball. I really don't think they're.
A-Cuff is a scoring machine.
Yeah,
he goes downhill.
I think they'd be fine fitting together, in my opinion.
Who? A-Cuff and Giddey?
Nah. I think they would.
Nah, I think
they would. And I mean, when it comes down to it, and I do agree with you in saying they both want the ball in their hands. They both need the ball in their hands. But when it's all said and done, somebody's got to take a rest on the bench, and that way you're going to have somebody who has the ball in his hands on the court at all times.
I mean, we just saw Kyrie and Luka play together and get to a Western Conference Finals 2 years ago. Yeah. And we all know Kyrie needs the ball in his hand.
Both have to have the ball.
He took the off-ball position.
Yeah, well, but the thing is this, and the reason why I said it is because Kyrie he's done that in the past, by playing with LeBron James over there in Cleveland. So he's not accustomed to doing that. With Giddey has always been effective. Like, one reason why he got traded out of OKC was because for the simple fact that he really wasn't that effective without the ball in his hands. Oh, we see got our boy Don Burr in there.
Wait, is that the real Don Burr, or is that the original Don Burr?
It could be a troller Don Burr.
Like the Grande Americano is two of them.
Yeah, exactly. Two of them. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, that's one of the reasons why he got kicked out, or I wouldn't say got kicked out, but was out of OKC, was because for the simple fact that he was a guy that wasn't as effective when he had the ball in his hands. And we saw that early on when he came here to Chicago, and it wasn't until they started putting the ball in his hands and letting him facilitate where we sit up there and we saw the best of Josh Giddey, which got him the contract that he got. So
I think he, but see, Josh Giddey has played the 1 through the 3 at OKC. They really couldn't find where he belonged, right? Keep in mind too, we also don't know what coach is going to be there. The only rumor of coaches that I heard is that they have asked Derrick Rose to be on the staff. That's it. That's the only thing we know.
We're trying anything right
get to
now.
The Bears. Look at Caleb BJ Loveland sit out there and say, let's get to them Bears. Oh, we gonna get to them. Trust me, we gonna get to them. We got some stuff to talk about as far as when it comes down to the NFL as well. We just spending our time talking about
we get it out early. Get out the stuff that isn't as important early.
Yeah,
I mean we had to break down the Bulls getting 4.
If I'm having 2 first-round picks is huge, though, fellas.
Yeah, really absolutely, and that's going to attract a coach too. A coach is going to like that.
I mean, I'll put it to you like this: we got a shitload of guards, right? If I'm drafting, I'm going Caleb Williams. I mean, not Caleb Williams. Caleb
Wilson.
I'm going Kelly Wilson at number 4, and then I'm going to take Adar Mara at number 15. Give me a big lineup. Two guys that can play defense. Mara, we know that he's a load to handle on. Did you know that they did? First of all, he's 7'3", barefooted. The man has a 9-foot 9-inch standing reach. The second longest in NBA draft history.
And we got a front office who would hopefully draft a big man.
So give me those 2 big men. Give me a guy that I know that can do work in the post. Give me a young guy that's sort of KG-ish. Get me him. And then guards. Hell, you already got a shitload of them. Just pick who you want and who you want to trade and try to come up on something else.
They ain't all gonna be there. You know that. And a lot of them are
Nah, a lot of them gonna be gone. That's what I said. Just pick who you want to pick. Stick with them. You got Buzelis at the 3. You talking about what? 6'9", 6'10", 7'3", or 7'4", big front line. Shit, do whatever you want in the backcourt.
No,
Get rid of
absolutely.
Patrick Williams.
Nobody's gonna take
Nobody's
him.
gonna take that motherfucker.
We're
That's
stuck
the
with him
crazy
right
part.
now.
Nobody's gonna take him.
Fuck you, Clubhouse. God damn it, dude. But yeah, nobody's. I mean, the guy makes $96 million a year, and he makes quadruple singles throughout his entire career. Nobody's gonna freaking make that freaking guy.
Yeah.
We'd have to trade the number 4 pick for somebody to trade for him.
No, we ain't fucking doing that. So anyway, that's enough Bulls talk. Let's get into some NFL and Bears talk. So first of all, like I said, we want to welcome everybody to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. The NFL schedule comes out May 14th on my mother's birthday. Happy early birthday, Mom. What are we looking forward to seeing? I'll put it to you like this. So I'll go on and put in my notes. These are some of the games that we got going on in the NFL season. So kicking off Monday Night Football is already official. It will be the Chiefs versus the Broncos.
That'd be a good one.
That'll be a good one. Now, I wouldn't say it will be a good one. It's a possibility that it will be a good one. That's if Patrick Mahomes will be playing on Monday Night Football, if he'll be ready.
Word is he will. He's ahead of schedule.
Yeah, he should. Yeah. He might miss all.
ACLs are not like they used to be back in the day. Yeah. You know, people are recovering from them a lot quicker. So also they have, I think, like 9 or 7 games, something like that, that's overseas. So Jacksonville will be hosting 2 games. Who they will be playing is to be determined, but they will have 2 games in London. You also got Washington will have a London game. So it looks like London is having 3 NFL games this year. Washington will have a game there. The 49ers will have a game in Mexico City versus, to be announced. Detroit will have a game in Munich.
Germany, okay.
Yeah, that's to be announced. Let me see what else we got. The Cowboys and the Ravens will be playing in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, week 3. The 49ers and the Rams will be playing in Melbourne, week 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the Bengals and the Falcons will be playing in Spain come week 9. And also the Bills, who got this new supposedly dope stadium, they will be hosting the Detroit Lions week 2 in their new stadium.
So, question.
You
said
I'm sorry, and I got a couple more games.
Go ahead.
Cowboys and Eagles, Thanksgiving. You got the Cowboys versus the Eagles, Thanksgiving. And then you got the Giants and the Cowboys will start off Sunday Night Football week 1. So of course, they get these damn Cowgirls, all these damn nationally televised games, but they bum asses.
My question is, 1, why does Jacksonville have 2? It seems like every year they are the team that always plays overseas.
I feel like that's the team that's gonna go overseas, probably.
Well, I think they're the team. Renovation. Yeah, I think they're the team because they may be one of the lower attendance teams in
lower revenue teams.
Yeah, okay. So they've been shipping them out to, try to expand the brand overseas.
And get some
the pond, as we say.
Cross the pond. And then the second thing is, it sounds like there's a huge chance. Could we be possibly playing the Seahawks on Wednesday?
Word is,
Wednesday or Thursday.
Somebody else said it too. That word is that the Chicago Bears will be playing the Seattle Seahawks Wednesday night, week 1 in Seattle. That's going to probably be the kickoff of the NFL season right there.
I don't know what word is about that.
I mean, there was also word that the Bears could possibly be playing the Atlanta Falcons in Spain, but as we see, that's not going to happen. And there was a rumor about that, but the Chicago Bears came out, I want to say like yesterday or 2 days ago, and said that they highly doubt that happens because usually the NFL gives a team a heads up that, hey, you potentially could be playing overseas. And the Bears have said they haven't heard anything from the NFL. But who knows? Because the NFL like fucking the Bears anyway. I mean, they fucked them out of a damn comp pick. There's been an article written out about how the Bears are the most penalized team in the NFL.
I read that. That's interesting. Yeah,
More
that's pretty crazy.
By a fucking landslide over anybody else. So who knows? The NFL ain't. I guess they're not.
Yeah, what was it like the past 8 years? I think they went back. I think is what that.
The past 4 years. 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah. They've had more calls called against them than any team in the NFL.
That's terrible. But that goes to speak about our ineptitude and just the total mediocrity. But
well, not necessarily. I mean,
because if you're a good team, you don't get
first.
No, I'm saying, but if you're a good team, you don't get that type of stat.
I mean, shit, hell, even the damn bad teams ain't getting that shit. I mean, first, seventh, and first.
If you read that article over the past 4 years, the Packers were like one of the second to last place.
Of course, we all know that shit. They don't never call. I mean,
did anyone check to see who was first?
Yeah, how many times have we literally played those little green fucks and then
it's bad.
Somehow, some ass call comes out of nowhere that's very fucking questionable.
I mean, the way these refs have been reffing, I mean, we could say that in all the sports right now. But I am concerned. You can look at it two ways. Let's catch Seattle early while they still working out a couple of kinks or having Super Bowl fatigue, or hell, do we want to run into that juggernaut that beginning and possibly start our season off 0-1?
I mean, I'm at the point right now. Shit, fuck them.
Get it over with.
No, I mean, not get it over. Shit.
I'd rather play them early in the year.
I mean, like they're no like team where that like I think that Seattle's like going to be a dynasty or anything like that. I mean, they lost.
I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying Super Bowl champs right off the bat.
I mean, Super Bowl champs usually have a hangover that first.
I agree.
That's why I asked you: do you want to catch them during the hangover, or do you want to see
like
if
we were always talking
about
Aaron Rodgers and the Packers? Like, I mean, we always rather pay them early on in the year when they're not fully ready, in my opinion.
TTL plays off the rest because
they absolutely suck.
Yeah. I mean, so we looking at the schedule. The schedule from according to what the teams will be playing, the teams that they will be playing. The Bears do have the hardest schedule in the NFL based off of the records from last year.
NFC South and AFC West?
Yeah, I think that percentage is like 55.
It was somewhere around 55.
55-4. Yeah.
No, I'm saying who do we play, the AFC South who do we play? The NFC South and the AFC?
Do we play? Let me look it up. You guys can continue.
AFC East and the NFC South. We're playing the Bills, the Jets.
The Bills, Jets, Patriots, and Dolphins.
Yep.
Okay.
The Saints, the Falcons.
We just played the Saints again. We played the Saints last year. Shoot.
Yeah, but we played the Saints last year because of like the same record, I think. We both finished, same place in the division.
I mean, that AFC, I mean, that NFC South, that's not a cakewalk division anymore. Carolina's better. Tampa Bay is always solid. The Saints are what they are. And hell, we don't know what Tua and the Falcons going to do or what they're going to look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. But the AFC North is going to be more, obviously, a tougher thing between Bills and Patriots there. They're the second place team there. So, and then the Jets will be interesting.
Oh, wait,
to see
is that game in Buffalo?
What's that?
I think so.
Bills, is that game in Buffalo?
Yeah, they'll be playing away in Buffalo.
Okay, because I was about to say I would like to go to that game here to see the DJ, return.
Yeah. But no, that's gonna be in Buffalo. So right now the Bears away games are Green Bay. Of course, they got Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota. They're gonna play away. They got Buffalo, Miami, Atlanta, Seattle, and Carolina.
So what you're saying is there's a Chicago takeover in Miami.
Oh, hands down.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And there's one in Atlanta.
Atlanta was played out. Miami.
I have a blast every time I go there.
The Miami one isn't because we don't play in Miami often.
Nah, we don't. But I mean, it's going to be a takeover both of them. The only thing that I hope is that the NFL don't try to screw us and have us play them back to back.
Oh well, yeah, that's not good for the pockets.
Nah, it's not. Only one of them gonna get picked.
Yeah, I'm definitely that Miami is intriguing. I'll tell you that.
I mean, South Beach. I hear great things. I never personally went out on South Beach.
You've never been to South Beach?
I mean, I've been down there before, but I never really partied in South Beach.
Oh man,
I don't know how the nightlife.
We went there for three. We went there 3 spring breaks in a row when we was in college. So
if we all go to the Miami game, we can go with the Edingers. I know they'll be going to that game. They've already told me.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so we got those games right there. I wouldn't mind doing 3. I wouldn't mind going to Atlanta. I wouldn't mind going to Miami and Carolina because I got family in Carolina. So wouldn't mind going to those.
I've been to North Carolina. Seattle I've never been to like Portland and Seattle and all. I've never been there.
Yeah. So shout out, and she's lurking in the background, but Amber just texted me. She's like, "Let's fucking go, Miami bound. We are there." She's lurking in the background, but she did text me that right.
Hey, we could
shout out Amber, love you, girl.
Because that ticket, by the time that game gets actually scheduled, that ticket gonna be high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't fly into Miami anyway. You got to fly into Fort Lauderdale. So.
No, you can fly into Miami.
It's just a hell of a more expensive shit. I fly into Fort Lauderdale and drive.
I'm bougie. I want to get dropped off at the door.
Yeah. Have at it, house. So we're anticipating, because I know the NFL said either May 13th or May 14th that they were going to release the schedule. So it has been official that the NFL will be releasing the schedule May 14th.
That's this Thursday.
That's this Thursday.
On Thursday, baby.
Yeah, this Thursday they will be releasing it. I know they got something where I guess the reason why we're getting a lot of leaks because the different networks, I think at least all of them supposed to leak at least one game that they're gonna have. So you got like Sunday night football, Monday night football, Thursday night football. I even think they got a game on Netflix.
Yeah, that's. I saw something about. I don't like the Prime footage. I'm an NBC guy, and I'm a CBS guy and a Fox guy. I watched the NBC Sunday, but when I was watching the NFL on Prime like that Thursday night, it maybe it's just me, but it didn't look like like watching the NBA on Peacock. It was like, wait, what?
Honestly, any single sporting event they try to do on Netflix looks like shit too. So I think they're just trying different things and hoping they're gonna fix it.
I mean, I know it's money, but if we talking about the grandest sport in the world, like we gotta.
Yep.
What they used to say, 2, 5, 7, and 9. We gotta keep.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is that the companies here in the United States see that football is a cash cow, and everybody's trying to get them a little piece of the pie. That's all. So you're gonna see everybody try to get in. Like you said, you got Netflix, you got Prime, you got Peacock, ABC, CBS, Fox. I'm probably missing some damn body by now, but you're gonna have a little bit of everybody trying to get in and get them a little piece. We also want to tell everybody that we're trying to put something together as far as week 1 of the Chicago Bears. We don't know who they're gonna be playing yet. We don't know what day they're gonna be playing. But we're going to try to put something together to host week 1 at the Staley to try to set up something and have some merch and stuff there as well for that first Chicago Bears game against whoever it may be. Right now, rumors are that it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks, the defending NFL champions, Super Bowl champions. That's what the talk is right now. I'm interested to see if Mike Wilbon and along with somebody else, I can't think of who the person was that said that the Chicago Bears more than likely will be playing the Seattle Seahawks Wednesday.
Normally when Wilbon speaks, it's because he has privileged knowledge. So.
Yeah, he said, and the crazy part about Wilbon said this shit about almost 2 weeks ago.
So yeah, he knows somebody at one of these networks that's telling them, look at him.
You've been in the game as long as him. You're gonna Gonna made a lot of friends, rubbed a lot of shoulders. Probably
Wednesday night football, I've never thought I would. We got Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Yeah, too many days now, man. But I mean, they're trying to make more money, more people watching different teams. They already did that with fantasy football, so now they're going to try something different.
Oh yeah, definitely. Got to definitely try something different. So we also have rookie mini camp go on this week as well. We had a couple of coaches talk, and Dennis Allen came out and he talked. I know a lot of people were intrigued and really listening to what he had to say about Cam Jordan, because as we all know, a lot of people feel that the Chicago Bears did not address what they needed to address on the defensive line. And with players, key players that they hoping that contribute this season, like a Dio Dangbo and a Shamar Turner, which are returning from injuries, significant injuries, a lot of people feel that a guy like Cam Jordan, who does have a history with Dennis Allen, would be a great guy to bring into Chicago to bring some depth and leadership.
I agree.
On this defensive line. So tell me, what do you guys think about that potential possibility? Even though Dennis Allen, he said right now they're fine with what they got, but he doesn't rule out that possibility.
What else is he going to say?
Like Coach speak to me, but
for sure.
No, I'm all on board. I'm all on board with bringing Cam Jordan here. I mean, even if he's a rotationary piece, just to have that presence in the locker room, that is huge to have. I would love to have him here.
I want him because he's still productive. Hell, he's 36 years old and had 10.5 sacks last year. So that's why I'm really interested in him, to take some pressure off of Sweat. And who knows, maybe Sweat goes off now because you can't double team both of them.
Yeah, definitely. I'm down with it as well. Ever since I found out that he was going to be a free agent and that he was no longer with the New Orleans Saints, I wanted Cam Jordan, a guy, like you said, 36 years old. Yeah, 36, but the man put up 10.5 sacks.
He doesn't play like
he's asking for. Do you all know?
Huh?
What is he asking for? Do you all know?
There's actually no word about what he's asking for. To tell you the truth, guys like Cam Jordan has been in the league a long time. Jadeveon Clowney that's been in the league a long time. Javon Miller and Joey Bosa. Those guys, they don't want to go to goddamn camp and do all that off-season bullshit. Mm-hmm. With them, they just sitting back, chilling. Once the camp is over with, the mini camps is over with, they're probably then willing to come on and try to be a part of a team. They don't want to go through all that, weeks of getting their body banged up, getting themselves ready. Shit, they like, shit, I've gone been through this.
Clearly Cameron Jordan he's proved he can be ready and productive without going through all that. He just
definitely, yeah. So
same with Von Miller. I believe he had 9 or 10 sacks and played all 17 games.
Yeah. So you know how it is. I mean, tell you the truth, I don't expect the Bears to make a move right now because they're going to do what most teams typically do. They're going to go into camp with what they got. And if they don't like what they see, they're going to make a move for one of those guys that's a veteran free agent.
Yeah, and from what I'm reading, Cam Jordan's going rate, from what they're saying, is $7 to $10 million a year.
That's not bad.
That's not bad for somebody who's giving you 10 sacks. I mean, and he's pretty good on the run too.
Well, he's very solid against the run.
Well, he's not as good as he used to be, but for his age, yes, he is still very good at the run.
Well, at this time, he's just going to set the edge and let the two people,
that's all.
Gallimore and Dexter and Jared and all them, that's what he's going to do. But I feel you, Foul, about that. But for me, I would want to get that something in ink, because the longer you wait, it's always another team that's going to be like, well, we'll pay you 10 and you don't have to go to mini camp. Fine. That's what
but I mean, I guess the relationship with him and Dennis Allen hopefully is going to work to our advantage. Wants to come back to a coach he knows.
I hope so, but again, and
a lot of people want to play for Ben Johnson. I mean,
that deal making is a mother though, bro. Like, if a person tell you I'm gonna give you what you asking for monetarily, and you don't have to practice.
Yeah. Well, then he's going to be getting hurt too because you're not going to be practicing.
I mean, the training camp stuff. Not
Yeah, the hard stuff. And that Ben Johnson did. Everyone came out and said is one of the hardest training camps they've ever had in my NFL career.
So again, we talking about a 36, about soon to be 37-year-old man. If that's what it takes to get him in the building, hell, I don't care if you come to any voluntary mini camp. Just be there for when we actually go to training camp.
Mm-hmm. Give me a couple practices a week during training camp. I'm fine with that. Make
sure you lift. Make sure you stretch. Get treatment. All that. That's all we require. Yeah. But if we don't, fellas, I am not sold on Dio. I'm gonna go 10 toes down and say that was a huge mistake. And
as of right now, that's all you can say.
I don't want the Bears, because when you said coach speak, foul, too many times in this city we've heard coach speak, and we know that was just code word for bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't want this to happen with this team. We got too many pieces, and our trajectory is in the right direction. And I don't want another Nagy type 12-4. We think we going up here because now we got the defense right, but then you had the offense. Now we got the offense, and now we don't have the defense. I want to see a marriage of both.
I still think we have a pretty good defense. We just need to find that front four.
No, we have a terrible defense. We have an opportunistic takeaway defense.
We have a very good secondary, and in my opinion, I like our linebackers that we got.
I mean, it's not.
We changed our linebackers, got speed instead of size.
I mean, based off of what we saw last year, it's not a good defense, but a lot of that had to do with injuries and continuity.
True.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm itching to see what they be able to do. One thing that we know that the defense did get faster, so that should help some, being able to, shut down certain routes and be able to get the players quicker should be a lot better. Looks like the defense got a lot smarter too as well. So,
We've also seen fast defenses overrun plays too.
Yeah. And then you got your second season with, excuse me. You got your second season with Dennis Allen. He's going to probably get more comfortable as far as with the personnel that he now knows that he has. So that's going to be a good thing as well.
So let me ask y'all this, because I was contemplating this in one of the groups, and I was like, sometimes people, they don't think with the left side of their brain, right? Although Dennis Allen is the defensive coordinator, he has a very important job, clearly. I think Al Harris is the most important piece to this defense right now, because they're shuffling in new DBs. And you're kind of like forced to, well, let me not say forced, but you're kind of hoping that you can reproduce like maybe 2/3 or 50% of what you did last year with the new guys, with the rookies, people you're not familiar with anymore. I think Al Harris is the one for me.
I mean, he's definitely, well, tell you the truth, one reason why I think we saw such a big increase as far as wins and the production on the field is due to the coaching staff that we had. Because remember, coming into the season, I said, man, this is one of the best coaching staffs I've seen the Chicago Bears have in a very, very long time. Yeah, ever. Yeah.
Yeah, you can say ever. Hands down. You can say ever.
I mean, because coming in, these are guys that had legit records as far as being good coaches. I mean, you have Randall L. He was a hell of a receiver coach over there. You saw the production that the receivers got over there in Detroit. Al Harris has been known that his defense, his secondary takes the ball away. You know what I'm saying? No matter who he has.
Wherever he goes, they take the ball away.
Fucking Nahshon Wright, that was probably this damn close from being out the NFL.
Actually, that was Dallas, right?
Huh?
That was Dallas. Al Harris was the DB's coach in Dallas, right?
Yeah,
with Nahshon Wright.
Secondary coach in Dallas, bringing in a Nahshon Wright, a guy that was this close from being out the league, and turned him into a whole entire Pro Bowler. Even though he shouldn't have been an alternate, he should have been a damn Pro Bowler.
He should have been one, right?
Yeah, the man was second in the NFL next to Byard as far as interceptions, number one in fucking takeaways.
Number one, yes, total takeaways, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, hell, how you not make the Pro Bowl on some shit like that? But that just shows the NFL fucks the Bears anyway. So,
Pro Bowl's a joke anyway. So I don't really.
It is. I mean, because hell, Shedeur Sanders made the damn Pro Bowl.
It's not a shot on Shedeur. It's not a shot on Shedeur, but he was not a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Mitch Trubisky made the Pro Bowl one year.
Let's not forget that one. It's probably worse than
at least Mitch
Mitch had a good year that year.
Yeah, fucking stats.
He was an alternate too, but
yeah. At least he had this damn stats. I mean, hell, he had more goddamn touchdowns than he had interceptions. Shit,
this is true.
Yeah,
but I just want to see that focal point go back to the like, because you have 3 new positions. I mean, Kyler Gordon coming off injury is going to be very key if Dennis Allen's going to run that nickel. Obviously, well, let me not say new position, but he's new to the team with Kobe Bryant. He's not a new position. He's just new to the team.
Yeah.
Thieneman, a rookie. And then Tyreek Stevenson, who I don't know that he's the most bipolar player I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, dude. And you drafted a corner again, too, this year.
It's
just like they really don't like
which
him.
one you gonna get.
Wait, you drafted one, and then you got Blackwell and Terrell Smith coming back. So,
and I like the corner that they drafted. That's the craziest thing. I do like him.
I mean, well, speaking of that, the Bears, like I said, the Bears did have their rookie mini camp this week, or last week, or over the weekend, whatever the fuck it was. All right, they had it. Yeah. So there was talks about him. He said he's coming in with a chip on his shoulder. They also, because I think our boy Clay Harbor, he was down there and he was, obviously observing what was going on. He said that they had Muhammad playing a little bit of the slot corner. They had him also playing on the boundaries over there. He was talking about what he saw from Dillman. He said the guy's very fast, very instinctive. It's not too much that you can really go by because for the simple fact that they're not in pads, they're out there in shorts and shirts. He said you can't really judge the offensive lineman, of course, or the defensive lineman because there's not too much they can do without pads being on. He said that Mr. Thomas, Xavier Thomas, is very fast, as advertised. He gets in and out of his routes, and he has good hands as well. It said the guy can play in the backfield because he said he had history of playing running back, and he also does special teams as well as far as the kickoffs and punt returns.
Do you feel his production was lowered because Jared Nussmeier wasn't that good this year?
I think, yeah.
Nobody talks about that, right? Because he's
nobody really talks about it
on the board, but not a 5th round talent physically.
Yeah, I mean, tell you the truth, when I looked at him, just looking at like some tape of him, the kid is very fast, and he really does. Like, he's not one of those, like you said, Velvet Jones, where was sort of like a
one trick pony,
trick of all, jack of all trades. He's not that type. He's that type of guy, but you could actually sit up there and see it. Like, the guy can actually catch the ball. He actually runs routes and he gets in and out of his routes. So you see a difference with Velus Jones. You didn't really sit up there and see that. You saw a guy that was more of a punt returner and that was dangerous with the ball in his hands when he does have it. But this guy looks like he can catch the ball. He goes in and out of his routes, and he's very fast. He's very versatile. I like and I'm not saying he is, but I like the presumption of a Tyreek Hill type player here. Yeah.
We've never seen that. We've always had that one person that can go really, really fast in a straight line.
Yeah.
And that's going way back to Willie Gault.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, remember, they talked about Tyreek Hill when he first got into the league. I think some receiver came out and said, "You ain't shit. Dude, all you do is..."
I remember that, dude. I do remember that.
Well, no, he was a special teams person at first.
Yeah, exactly. He came out, called
all they said he could do.
All you is a punt returner, home. That's all you do is special teams. You can't run no routes. You can't catch no ball.
Right, and then
hey, can't say shit now.
Even as much as I love Devin Hester, like, Devin Hester wasn't a great receiver. He was
okay.
He was solid.
Yeah, he was okay. He was okay.
But, he wasn't like Johnny Knox, just know. But it's like when we get a guy like this, it just opens up the offense to so many other possibilities. Like, maybe we don't have to throw 1,001 screen passes to the wide receiver. Maybe we can throw an actual quick slant that he takes 80 to the house.
We asked them to do that to other people too, though.
Yeah, but with this kid, you got to get him the ball now. Like, get the ball in his hands and let him go.
Yeah.
I'm excited for him. Not so excited. This is for me. Not so excited for our line though, because with the and shout out to Big Cat, because I don't know if I posted it in the chat or not. I know I reached out to him. His son got invited to training camp.
That. Yeah,
also, Olin Cruz's son as well.
Yeah, from Illinois.
They're legacy kids.
Yeah, so legacy kids. So I'm like, shout out to both of those gentlemen. I do hope that they make the team and keep it going. But I just, I want to see that one person just take that next step. Like, just really grab the Bulls by the horn on that offensive line, fellas, because I've heard some things. I check out Herb Howard's interview when he was asking questions to Dylan Thieneman too. That was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But I don't have a good feel. Like, something in my soul, bro, is telling me Braxton Jones is our starter.
Well,
Jedrick Wills ain't what we.
I'll let you take this, Frank, before I get into it.
I mean,
I'm just concerned, bro.
And you're not wrong. It worries me as well. But having the right coach will help an offensive line as well, in my opinion. Like, I truly believe that. But yes, I pray to the football god that Braxton Jones is.
Wait, having the right coach is one thing, but you have to be able to have some type of talent to be coached up too. Braxton Jones is what Braxton Jones was. And
Braxton Jones is always going to be a rotationary type offensive lineman. He's already proved that he is not a starting offensive lineman. And, I mean, we'll see what happens in training camp. I guess that's really all you can talk about. Maybe Joe Thuney's going to be back at left tackle to start off with. Who knows? Because, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, this center that we got from Iowa, I love him, and I think he'd be a damn good guard even before he takes the reins at center.
That's what we did for
Garza?
James Daniels.
Yeah, that is true. Yep. Yeah. And I'd be fine with that. But, I mean, I think Thuney's a way better guard than he is a tackle, but he is a better tackle than Braxton Jones.
I don't know. What you think, Fal?
I heard something interesting today because it was funny that you guys are talking about, particularly Braxton Jones. Someone said that this is actually his first offseason where he doesn't have to rehab. And
that is true. I did hear that as well. He's always been hurt.
He's actually been working on his lower body.
I'm about to say the sticks.
Yeah, they said there's significant improvement in his lower body and that his base has gotten a lot stronger than what it once was. And that was one of the things that was actually the primary thing that was keeping Braxton Jones down, was the simple fact that he didn't have an anchor. He was a guy that, he had long monkey arms, strong up top, but man, he gets pushed into the quarterback too often. And now he's had an offseason where he doesn't have to rehab. So I'm interested to see that. Also, you have the kid that came over that was a first-round pick of Cleveland that was also
Jedrick Willis.
A lot. Yeah, Jedrick Willis, who didn't even play last season. He took the whole season off.
He was hurt multiple times in Cleveland.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how that offensive line, that left tackle position, the competition. Then you got Theo Bennett, that's another year older and another year with experience to see what he can do over there as well. So it's going to be some competition. I think do they still got Karam Amagaji?
Yeah, he's still
on the roster, but I mean, at this point, what are we expecting from him?
Yeah.
Shit, well, I would love to see his ass stay healthy as well. I mean, the whole problem with the damn Bears is they can't fucking stay healthy.
Well, I mean, when they draft people that are already injury,
but not bringing help either. I do want to say, because we talked about that last time, like maybe they need to invest in a better training staff so that they can these people can actually come back from injury semi, healthy. But going back to Wills, remember he started as a rookie. He goes back to the COVID year 2020, fellas. Like he had that stretch of 15, 14, 17 games. Then he got hurt back-to-back seasons. But then even when he came back from that, he was like he never got better. Like not just production, but his production and his health. It was like, yeah, I'm not good anyway. Then I got hurt. So now I'm battling, trying to get better at my craft and still battle injuries.
Well,
That's why I was like,
the thing is, I wouldn't say that the kid is like not good. I think he's just going through what most guys go through their rookie year. You know, when you're sitting up there, you're a rookie, you're trying to learn how to play in the NFL. Then it doesn't hurt. You get behind the 8 ball with injuries. You know,
I will give you that. However, part of the other problem was, remember who he was drafted to replace. Expectations was up here.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Thomas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's we talking about left tackle royalty.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be an interesting one. And I can't wait.
I mean, we're gonna see who's gonna be.
Yeah, we're gonna see it in camp. I can't wait to see who comes out being the lead dog at left tackle. Well, first get their first crack, because I don't necessarily mean the guy that comes out of camp as a left tackle doesn't necessarily mean that he's gonna be the one come towards the end of the season.
Well, he'll get the nod coming into camp because he's the veteran. He'll get the nod for that. But if we're talking about Amagaji, and I can't think of his name, I think is it McBride or whatever his name was. He was we got him from San Francisco. He was he came in spot duty when Tooney went to the left tackle. He came in.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. He played it. He played the guard position, the left guard position. Yeah.
Right, and he was pretty solid. But we want Joe Tooney to anchor that left guard to help not only a rookie center emerging, but to also give Garrett Bradbury an assist here and there. But also he has to help whatever left tackle is over there, be it Theo, be it Braxton. I don't think Amagaji, but who knows at this point, or Wills. One of those 4 people are going to be in that spot. And I think it would be beneficial to them to have Joe Tooney on their right side. I really do.
Well, let me ask you guys this. I want to give a shout out to the Nomad podcast. Man, I was on there Sunday night. Man, great time with those fellas, man. Shout out to those fellas on the Nomad podcast. And we were on there and we were talking about the center position.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell me you guys' thoughts. Do you think Bradbury comes in and he's the starting center?
Yes.
Or do you think that they're going to have Johnson sit up there that Johnson can unseat him?
I think, in my opinion,
second-round pick.
Yes, in my opinion, Bradbury is your starter, but I'm not going to say it's going to finish off the season that way. I don't know about that, because this Iowa kid, I like him, and I only know this because Big Ten football. I watch Big Ten football. My mom is an Iowa alumnus. She loves Iowa, so I watched a lot of the games with her. He is a dog. I love that center, and I was not mad at getting that pick. But I think you're going to have Bradbury starting. I just don't know if it's going to finish that way.
I kind of echo the same sentiment, except ironically, James Daniels, fellas, was a second-round pick 39.
And I don't think he played center at all, did he?
Yes, he did.
Did he go center? Okay.
I'm
saying in the NFL with the Bears, he did go to center? Okay.
At the very, very
short.
Yeah.
I thought it was short.
Okay.
Like, and then they moved him to left guard, and then he played like left guard, center, and like back to back. It was some weird, crazy stuff that went on with him. But he was drafted to supposedly be the center.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
However, I don't think you get a Bradbury, knowing that Dahlman was good. Dahlman was a Pro Bowler, but Dahlman had his, struggles. But I think you get Bradbury to give Caleb some sense of stability that you had with Dahlman. You kind of want a smooth transition. You don't want to go from Dahlman straight to Rook. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think Bradbury kind of takes the reins this year. And then I believe Bradbury's only here for 1 year too.
Yeah. So I think he has a contract that runs out after the end of this year. Me personally, I think he's going to start off as the center position. We don't know how good Bradbury is. We don't know how bad he is. A lot of people, you talking about a guy that plays center that had 0 penalties and allowed 0 sacks.
That's very
last year for the first time. In Minnesota, he was just mid.
Yeah, I mean, well, hell, that's all it takes. Sometimes is just
When you have the right coach, and we think we have
well,
the right
Vrabel,
coach,
so
yeah. And then it also like one thing that we know about the offensive line, it's all about continuity. If you guys are all in sync, it makes everything, even the average offensive line, can look good when that whole line is in sync.
True.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But it starts at the center position.
Yeah, I mean,
Center is a very important. That's your quarterback.
I think that he will be the starter. Will he end the season as the starter? Chances are depends on what he does. If he come out hot, shit.
I think you know what, you make a good point, because if he comes out hot, it's going to be hard to move him.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to move.
Say Bradbury does come out go down with a very little injury or something like that, and here he comes and just tears it up. Hey, you just lost your job, dude.
There's that too, but now we're talking about, back to Fowler's point about the injuries, right? Mm-hmm. So if we have what I don't want, and I don't even know if it's Ben Johnson or Ryan Poles doing this, there's such a thing as healthy competition, and then there's such a thing as unnecessary competition, because no matter what, it's some people that you don't need to compete with. What up, Civius? At that center position, that is an anchor position. Like, I need to know, as Caleb Williams, as your franchise quarterback, I need to know this guy can get me the ball. I need to know that this dude is going to protect my blind side. Like, those are certain anchors that we have to know, set in stone. Like, this has to be that. The ball is snapped different ways. We saw Bradbury and them. He was hiking the ball over his head. What was the guy we had? Dolman, I'm sorry. And remember, we had Lucas Patrick doing something similar. Remember, Lucas Patrick was kind of like all over the place. So when you have that center that's got that calming influence, calling out, and Bradbury is a veteran, right? He's not some just plug and play.
He's a 31-year-old center.
Yeah, So I feel like just to have some stability for Caleb, you have to go with Bradbury. Like, no matter what or how good Johnson is, you have to go with Bradbury to start. You just have to.
Shout out to Lorenzo Clemens. Shout out to our boy Two Son.
Yes,
shout out to Roma Dunze's dad in this mug. True Pilgrim. Shout out to you guys. Bears Down is back in the building. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I think Mr. Baker's lot. I think he said, I think Roschon is gone. Am I mistaken? He's gone, didn't he?
I saw Khalil Herbert got another care for somebody. Shout out to Khalil Herbert.
Yeah, I don't think that Roschon Johnson is even here anymore.
I didn't see his name on that supposed short, what is it, 98 people or whatever it is on there. I didn't see his name.
And True Pilgrim, I'm not denying that right now. I'm just saying I do feel Bradbury, you did bring him over here. You did pay him. He is going to be your week one starter. The question is, how long will it last? Because this Logan Jones is good.
Yeah.
He is good.
He's good. Like I said, more than likely, Ben Johnson, he's not going to play no games. He's going to go with the guy that's probably got the most experience.
But hold on. True Pilgrim, you said an oxymoron. You said he's not your average rookie. He's 24 years old with tons of experience. He's an elder statesman when it comes to college. He's been in college 6 years. But that doesn't mean that he's proficient in the pro game.
Yeah. And one thing about Ben Johnson's offense is too, he likes for his centers to call the protection.
And they got to be spot on with it.
Yeah. He likes for that to happen. And I sort of like that as well, because it takes a little bit, one thing less that the quarterback has to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
He already got 1,000,001 things going on in his head, what defense is coming at him, the routes or whatnot, the cadence, all that type of stuff. So for him not to be able to point out or to call the protections is just one less responsibility that he has. And we also got to remember, a lot of times in college, they don't do that because they all about this. Like they doing the Miyagi and shit. They do a lot of the clap, so we'll see. Give them some time, man. Let them learn under Bradbury for a little while. And then, hey, if Bradbury's not doing too good or, God forbid, unfortunate injury happens, we'll get a chance to see Mr. Jones.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the thing, and I know a lot of people are calling Logan Jones. I mean, he can start week. I'm not saying he can't start week 1, but the biggest question, in my opinion, is going to be what are you going to do at the left tackle position? Because every single person on this panel does not want to see Braxton Jones as your starting left tackle. I would rather see Tooney as my left tackle, and I'd rather have Logan Jones start as my guard because he is a very good guard too.
I'm intrigued by Jedrick Willis. He's a guy that was a former first round pick, top 10 pick. I want to see what that guy can do. You know, the thing is this, and the reason why I want to see him is this: why is it that we can have players that come in Chicago and don't have the best rookie 4 years or however you want to put it, their first 4 years, and then they can go somewhere else and then take off. So how come it can't happen to us where, you know, it's a change of scenery for this team and they come to Chicago and
Chicago is very difficult to play in.
It has happened here sporadically, but when it does happen here, look who it happens to. It happens to a DB that gets 8, 9, 10 picks one year, and then or it happens to Robert Quinn, who gets 18 and a half. Like, it just sporadically happens with like
Robert Quinn had a very good career coming to Chicago still too, but
coming here.
I mean, it was way better when he came here, but he was still good before he even came here as well.
That's a good one, Pilgrim. I was going to name him.
Akeem Hicks. That's a very good point. Yeah, that's a very
no. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen.
It's so sporadic, though. It's very rare.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why can't we just have somebody just come in and, you know, they career just take off?
I want to say for the more recent history, don't you have to kind of put what's the kicker name? Santos in that?
I mean, Santos wasn't a bad kicker where he was.
He was average though.
Yeah, he was above average.
He's really like sort of average here.
No, if you look at he's actually
all the hate for Cairo.
I know I hate talking about a kicker, but he's actually he's one of our above average kickers. He's
one of the most accurate kicker in Bears.
One of our most accurate kickers. Yeah.
I mean, well, shit, it's hard to be an accurate kicker here in Chicago.
It is, and that's what
I'm saying. So you have to give him credit for being an accurate kicker in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
you don't have to move that guy for the leg, but
he doesn't have he doesn't have the leg. Like, he's not I wouldn't put him up there like as a top 3 Chicago Bears kicker of all time, but. He's not a bad kicker. He's above average kicker to me. Doesn't have really the leg for the kickoff.
He doesn't have a leg, but he's an accurate kicker.
Yeah, he doesn't have
but
when you go on 50 yards, you like this.
Because look who he has in front of him. He's got Kevin Butler, Paul Edinger, Robbie Gould. Like, that's standard right there. Is kind of like
that's your 3 right there. There's no question. Legs. Nobody else is even close to those 3.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Cairo is with them now.
Cairo is up with them accuracy wise, but we know he's not going to hit you a 60-yarder.
Yeah, what the thing was with this, you got to also remember, Santos at one point, he wasn't consistent.
And this is his second stint with us, right? This is his second stint with us, right?
I don't know if it's
if you even call his first skit, like, I mean, he came here.
He was a backup to the backup.
He was like a backup. He came in here for camp, and I don't think he ever made the team.
Yeah, because I think he wasn't he fighting with Eddie Pinero for that spot?
I think
Eddie won it. I think Eddie couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah, he took Eddie Pinero's job. Right. And Eddie Pinero went on to he's doing very good right now too. So kudos to him, because I always liked Eddie P. But I mean, it's not easy to kick here. It's never been easy to kick here. And if you got a kicker who can't kick a 60-yarder, barely can kick a 55-yarder, but he is almost lights out from 40s and 45s. I'm sorry.
Which is where most of your kicks come from.
Yes, and you at least know how to game plan for that. You know he ain't giving you that big boot, and now you got a coach with balls who's usually going to go for him on 4th down anyway.
Well, right now you got it where the league is. You're seeing more kickers kick the ball from 60+ yards.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's changing.
It's definitely. You're seeing it. You're starting to see the change happen as far as when it comes down to kickers.
And the biggest thing is Cairo is 34 years old too, so he does not have a lot more left in his career. Like, there's no question about that. So, I mean,
well, I said,
I believe it was Mr. Chicago who was saying draft a kicker this year, and I wanted to, very lovely and emotionally slap the shit out of him.
Moody, so Pilgrim Moody was
one of the most inaccurate kickers, and we gave him a chance.
Right, he just had he had a great leg.
He had one big field goal. He had one big field goal, and everyone's just like, "Oh my God, keep him!"
Well, you gotta admit, shit, Moody wasn't missing while he was here.
I mean, he made. I think
when he was in San Francisco, that was one of the reasons why they got rid of him
from State Farm.
But he wasn't missing while he was here. It was a numbers game. They decided to stay with Santos instead of Moody.
So speaking of that, let me ask you this. I'm gonna double back to two things of what we said.
Yeah, one, cricket, but they don't like it when you miss the hole.
When we speak about special teams, right? We spoke about Velvet Jones. We spoke about Devin Hester a little bit. Are we looking at a special teams return crew of Khalif Raymond and the 428 guy?
Yes. I believe that is what you're going into camp with right now. Yes.
I am kind of excited about flipping the field.
Absolutely. That is a very, very good special teams group right there, man. Scary fast.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And we kept a lot of our special teams blockers as well. Like, we kept a lot of them. So
you got Josh Blackwell back there. Yep. I think Jalen Johnson, he's not Jalen Johnson, but
I know what's
Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones.
Jones, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's back there. So it's definitely
you got the continuity.
Please don't bring up Cody Parkey.
AC, man. Oh God.
Yeah. So it's definitely going to be interesting.
Cody.
I would like for the special teams to be better as far as like with us returning, because hell, one of the games that we won was due to a very good special teams return.
That's true.
That
was really his only big return of the year, unfortunately. But
no.
He had one of the playoffs too, he had one of the playoffs too, I think.
Nah, he didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Or he had a very good season.
He was a Pro Bowler.
He was solid.
Pro Bowler coming to Chicago.
Coming to Chicago. Okay.
Yeah, but he didn't make the Pro Bowl with us.
He didn't give it what we would have liked for sure.
Yeah.
But yes, he did flip. He did win us pretty much the Vikings game, I believe it was.
Yeah, I think that was the game. Yeah.
Field goal range.
So let me ask you guys this as well. We talked about the left tackle competition. We talked about the center competition. What about this cornerback competition?
The room is full.
Yeah. I think this is a big wake up call to see. I don't think Stevenson. Wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden you pull out a trade and Stevenson is not here.
Damn.
Like there's just something he does not like about Stevenson. Because even when he was healthy, they were not playing.
I just think the kid, he's just right now, he's just a big ball of inconsistency.
Yeah. He could have 2 or 3 games where he's untouchable, and then he goes 2 or 3 games where he gets lit up.
But don't you think as of right now, with the drafting of Muhammad, like they're telling Tyreek Stevenson, mess up and look what I got behind you.
Yeah, you're gone. This is your last chance.
I mean, this is his 4th year anyway, so this is a contract year for him anyway.
It is his contract.
It is. However, you and I have been on the Terrell Smith train for quite some time, Fal. Mm-hmm. And I actually think Terrell Smith is the better complement to Jalen Johnson because Terrell Smith and Jalen Johnson are interchangeable. Jalen doesn't have to follow all the way across the field. If you notice when Terrell Smith is on the field, he doesn't.
Well, the thing is, how often Terrell Smith going to be on the fucking field?
Well, now
I got with him
now. And then the linebacking core, like, where does Ruben Hippolyte fit in anymore? They just drafted another linebacker, brought in 2 more off the street.
I mean, we gonna find out.
I think when they drafted Hippolyte, though, he was a project regardless. So I mean, let's see what he's going. And he was hurt pretty much almost all of last year too. So
I mean, if he's London Fletcher,
do you notice the project? Do you hear the common denominator there? Hurt.
Everybody's hurt. Whenever we draft them,
we talk about Terrell Smith hurt. We talk about Braxton Jones hurt. We talk about Dio hurt. Shamar Turner hurt.
Get him in a dome in Arlington Heights.
Man, everybody's like fucking hurt, man. It doesn't matter who the hell it is that you talk about. Hurt. Damn.
And True Pilgrim. I mean, a lot of people on here, we like Tyreek as well. But I mean, it just feels like ever since that game, And we all know that freaking game. He has just been nothing but a question mark ever since that game, where he did that stupid showboating and then tipped the ball right into a guy's hands in the end zone because he was out of position because he was showboating. When that happened, his Bears career has just been nothing but a downward spiral. It's been falling.
I get it.
No, I was saying I get that, but as where he was drafted, the expectation was
never there. Yeah, he was never there.
Yeah,
I don't think he ever met the expectation.
His rookie year, you started even his second year, you started seeing growth like he was coming into it, but it's gone now. It's either leveled out or gone now.
Well, I'll put it to you like
that's perfectly said. When the other team needs a big play, they're picking on Tyreek like always, and they always get it.
He gets beat in a lot of the crucial plays because and this is not a shot to where he came from, right?
He is a dog.
But the guy that just was behind him in Miami set some kind of weird record, like for never giving up a touchdown or some shit like that from the same coach, right? Now you come to the Bears with Al Harris, who's a great defensive back coach, and you pull these stunts. Dude, I think it's not the physical. I think it's something up here.
Yeah.
You can't really coach that out of somebody sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I get what True Pilgrim saying that he's a dog. Yeah, he's a dog, but he has more bark than he does bite. And I like that.
That's a very good.
I like my dog that's going to bite your ass. I don't want him sitting up there barking all damn day.
I don't want the dog to bark. Hey, one or two wolves and then go get him.
Yeah, I want him to bite. And, he's got that, Florida boy mantra and arrogance where, we dogs and all this type of shit. Hey, look here, we from
show it on the field.
All that talking. We ain't about that talking shit.
So improve, Joe. That's it.
Jalen Johnson talks like that too, but you know what he does? He backs it up.
But you know what Jalen Johnson doesn't do? Jalen Johnson doesn't get beat like Tyreek Stevenson does.
Jalen Johnson never gets beat. He's one of the best coverage corners in the NFL.
And then Frank, I want to tell you too, Hippolyte and Devin Bush are both only 5'11".
Yeah, I mean, I said that they got rid of size for a lot of speed. Yeah, they got rid of size, but they got a lot of speed.
Hey, I don't give a shit how tall you are. If your ass can tackle shit.
And they both can tackle.
We do like the big linebackers, and you want somebody with a little girth on them. Sometimes the low man wins, sometimes he don't. Well, majority of the time the low man wins. So I like the speed that they got because I think that's one thing that we are missing. I thought when our linebackers, instead of them attacking the person with the ball, they sort of wait till the person get to them. I need to see more attack. I need to see them go on angles. I need to see them see hole, hit hole, just that fast, just like that, just that simple. See hole, hit hole. So that's some of the things that I'm looking forward to. I want to see Terrell Smith. I want to see Malik Muhammad.
They said Malik Muhammad playing the slot, but then I mean, what does that speak?
Oh, he's getting a few reps. They haven't. Basically, what they're doing is what they try to do with all standard cornerbacks.
They want an all-purpose DB.
On the boundary. They want to sit up there and see what you can do on the slot too, just in case.
Sam Mills, field mouse. I used to like Sam Mills.
Yeah. But I know that was one thing too. Dennis Allen built his defense a lot with expecting Kyler Gordon to be playing too. That didn't help us last year either.
But getting reps is not a bad thing. He needs to get reps.
No, there's nothing wrong with getting reps because, I mean, I love having somebody who can play a nickel, can play a corner, can play a safety.
Yeah, because when Kyler needs a break, who the fuck gonna come in?
True.
Yeah, you don't have anybody right now. We just got to hope the hell that Kyler stays healthy this year.
Yeah, definitely. We got to hope that he stays healthy.
Yeah, when he's healthy, he's one of the best, if not the best nickels in the league. Like, the guy's an absolute athleticism.
I just hope that this training staff actually spent time getting him and JJ healthy from their injuries, because it's like Kyler kept having nag after nag after nag after nag injury. And shout out to Jalen Johnson, because the injury he had was damn near along the lines of some Bo Jackson type injury. Like, he may not have played. He wasn't supposed to play. So
yeah. I mean, his season's supposed to have been done, so it was just miraculous that he, like, let's talk about that for a split second, because this is what pisses me off about people. This guy literally had an injury. He had an injury that was supposed to be season ending.
Damn near career ending.
And worked on it and got himself back. And then all of a sudden, everybody wants to dog. Oh, man, this was happening. This motherfucker playing on a fucked up.
Hurt.
Was not. He came out and said it himself. I repeat, will not be 100% the rest of this season. It's going to take me an offseason to get back to being 100%. But yeah, here it is. You hear people talking about.
And he still played solid.
Johnson played like trash last year. Motherfucker, he was hurt.
I see. I don't subscribe to that. Like, he didn't play.
No, I still don't even think he played like trash even when he was hurt.
Man, people just say shit just to say it, to try to fit that damn narrative. The man was hurt. He was fucking hurt. What you want him to sit up there and do? He gave you about all he could, and he came back because his love of the game and his love for his fucking teammates.
Let me ask you all this. How many times have we stretched wrong or slipped on some ice or something and pulled that groin like, God damn? And we talking about this man had a torn abductor strain with the groin? Hey, man, stop it. That's why I said, like, he was on some Bo Jackson stuff. Like, it's a miracle he even got back on the field this year.
Yeah, it's just a competitor in him too. I mean, I tip my hat to him. You know, he came back, he played.
Here he is.
Hurt. I expect to see a better Jalen Johnson this season. He's still one of the better corners in the NFL.
Top,
acting like
top
he's
5,
not.
Top 7. I think he was ranked. Top 5.
He's definitely a top
7 is where he was ranked, but I'd put him in top 5. The only reason he's not in the top 3 is because he doesn't get the turnovers. But I mean, one of the best coverage corners in the NFL, in my opinion.
Hey, but you know what? There's this thing that everybody seems to forget. Everybody wants turnover.
I know.
I'll take 3 and out too.
Yeah, I would take them not throwing the ball to their star wide receiver,
because 3 and out tends to happen a lot more than the turnovers do, fellas.
Yeah, that is true.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see how this season gonna go. Also, we saw film. I guess Luther Burton was filming it. It was him, Ja'Day Walker, Colston Loveland, Caleb Williams. Those guys, I think they were out there in sunny California, catching the ball, working out, putting in some time, putting in some work, trying to get some continuity going on right there. I love seeing it.
That is what's needed. That's how you galvanize your team. That's an old Tom Brady thing that was going on. I'm glad he picked that up. I don't understand. I'll just say it. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Ron was there too. I'm sorry.
Look. Who cares? I was going to say, I don't understand how this offense can't be more prolific than last year. Like, if there's like a hitch in their giddy up, it has to be in the run game, not the passing game. I just think the passing game it should be wide open now. I really do. Because of who you have.
Wide open?
Yeah, because of who you have. Now, remember, Ben Johnson does still like to run the ball. He is one of those rare coaches that has high-level run game, high-level passing game.
He does. He knows how to juggle it up. Like,
he does.
Balanced and all over the place.
But I just feel, even though we lost DJ Moore, but gaining Khalif Raymond and why can't I ever remember his name? Who is it we just drafted?
Oh, Xavier Thomas.
I don't know why I keep forgetting his name. Just the speed aspect to open up, because a lot of what Ben Johnson did with Jared Goff, think about, and I'm not talking about one-hitter quitter for touchdowns, but just chunk yardage. When you knew Jamison Williams was coming in the game and it wasn't nothing you could do about it. 15, 20, 25, 30-yard pass. Like, you knew it was coming and you can't stop it.
Yeah.
But you have 2 of those guys on this team right now. You have a Luther Burden who's of that ilk. And now you have a Xavier Thomas who's of that ilk. Like, I just think sky's the limit with the openness of the offense. Not just talking about the time and not talking about Caleb locking in. Hey, Caleb, if you're ever listening or somebody's listening and know Caleb that knows his cousin, his mom and daddy, whoever get him, do not focus on Rome Odunze. Focus on the offense. If Colston Loveland becomes your
I
Travis
think he
Kelce,
learned that. He learned that.
let it go. If Luther Burden seems to have a better year going than Rome, let it happen.
Sox win. Sox win.
Because that's what, and I don't want Keenan Allen coming back.
Canada lost. Canada lost.
True Pilgrim, I like that. That's what we've been saying. Fowler and I have said it, and not in a disrespectful way. There's nothing wrong with Caleb being a game manager because there's a game manager in Detroit that gets you 4,500 yards and 30 touchdowns damn near every year.
He's not winning you a Super Bowl. And I'm not saying Caleb ain't going to be a game. I was fine with Caleb being a game manager his rookie season, but now we got to start. I want more. I want to keep moving up.
Hey, Frank.
I can see that.
Let me hit you to a little insight. The greatest quarterback of all time in somebody's mind was a game manager.
Tom Brady was not a game manager.
Yes, he was.
Tom Brady was a very, very smart quarterback who was as clutch as can be too. Game managers aren't really clutch. I'm sorry.
Who you're taking a game manager as it's a negative?
I'm not taking it as a negative. A game manager is something if you don't have the talent, you can go out and do. But you're trying to tell me Tom Brady didn't have talent?
Nah, I can't say Tom Brady was a game manager. It may have been.
Tom Brady was not a game manager.
He probably did that, or I can see somebody saying that. But as far as him overall being a game manager,
people are calling him that because he's not that speedy type athleticism. Type
I ain't never seen a game manager throw for 50 fucking touchdowns in the fucking season.
I'm telling you. What I'm saying, to how Pilgrim's prefacing it, a great point guard that manages the game. Magic Johnson.
Well, he said a good point guard. That's different.
A
great point guard. He controls the game.
Yes, I'm fine with a great point guard.
Who ain't touching Magic Johnson. Feel me? He's a game manager is not a bad thing. I want my quarterback to be smart. I want him to. Hey, let me take a 10-yard shuffle. I don't want to. Now we out of we
can easily just say the Seattle Seahawks just won a Super Bowl with a game manager at quarterback, and there is no question about that. But they had one of the most elite defenses I've ever, or at least I've seen in a very, very long time.
Darius. You want your quarterback?
That's fine. But comparing, say, a game manager to a Sam Darnold as opposed to a game manager into a Caleb Williams, that's two totally different type of quarterbacks in my opinion.
No, I said I want Caleb Williams. I don't want him to be Brett Favre was a big game hunter.
I don't want Jay Cutler type quarterback either.
I don't want that, but I see Caleb Williams not saying with the interceptions, but of the risk taking that he does. Joe Montana, game manager, one of the greatest ever.
A long time ago, the game has changed back from Joe Montana. But I mean, this is the thing, and I understand what you're saying about the risk taker, but I want my quarterback to have balls. I want him to want to go out there and actually do it. But the thing is, Caleb is a risk taker, but I feel like most of the time he knows when the risk is too much where he's not going to do it. He's going to throw it away or he's going to run the ball.
No, I disagree because
the turnovers aren't there, so we can't disagree. He's not turning the ball over.
No, stop. Every time you take a risk doesn't mean it's not successful. He's taken a lot of risks that have just been successful. Nobody in the NFL is going to run and throw that ball to your boy Cole Kmet like that.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
Don't do it. Oh,
Patrick
shit.
Mahomes does that all the time.
Yeah. But you can't live like that.
Well, let me just say this real quick, and then we got a guest in the back. When you hear a lot of people, especially early on, when you hear people say game managers, those are guys that's usually reserved for you don't want them to fuck up the game. Just keep the game close. Don't fuck the game up. That's what the original meaning of a game manager was. Now, Cam Newton came out here with some old other shit and talk about this and talk about that. The original definition of a game manager was a guy that could just sit up there and keep the game close. Don't do nothing excessive. Just make sure you don't fuck up the game. Don't turn it ball over. Just be a game manager. Okay. So now we got I'm gonna let Crook go ahead and bring in our guests that we have?
Yeah, so real quick, let me bring on our guests and then I'll hop back out. But I was able to join their podcast over the weekend. I believe it was Sunday evening. Checked out their show a few times. I'm kind of a chat whore and stuff, and always looking for different Bears content. Hey, well,
You slut.
what do you expect? I'm having a good time. Anyways, I was on there. We chopped it up, talked football and stuff. Had a good time. So I told them about our show. Let them know that we love to do the same thing and bring in our guests from the chat and chop it up and talk football. So he decided to jump on here the last few minutes, had a little bit of time. And so, yeah, I'll go ahead and bring him on. His name is Shorty, and he is with the Bears Country Productions. So welcome, Shorty, to the show, guys.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Oh, how you doing, sir?
What is it? What is up, my guys? How are you guys doing tonight, man?
Good.
How are you?
Just living the dream, brother.
Yeah, same here, man. Thanks for having me on. What are your guys' names? Let's get around the horn here.
Okay.
We got Frank the Tank right here.
Okay.
On your boy Foul Mouth C.
Foul Mouth C, Frank the Tank.
JB Stats.
JB Stats, Foul Mouth Frank, and Frank the Tank. And wait, I gotta write this shit down.
There it is on the screen now.
There you go, right there on the screen for you.
There we go.
Frank, put it up on the screen.
Frank the Tank, Foul, and JB. Gotcha, man. Shorty over here, man. It's great to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
And by the way, Crooked, it was Thursday night at 9 p.m. last week. You were on with us, man.
Sorry, this didn't help. I get my days confused.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. I appreciate you having me on. We had a great time last week with Crooked, and it's nice to have him return the favor. And I'm here to chalk it up with you guys, man. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey. Man, doing great. Doing good.
I see a bunch of familiar faces from our chat, so it's great to see you guys too. What were you guys in the middle of talking about? I didn't mean to interrupt you. I kind of heard some good stuff going on there.
No, we were just pretty much talking about the Chicago Bears as far as expectations that we expect from the season, guys coming back from injury, the defensive line. We were also talking about, I know JB was alluding to what he wants to see from the offense this season by being year 2. He wants it to be better than what it was last year. So what was your thoughts on your perspective of the Chicago Bears and what you're looking for?
Well, first off, let me just start off by saying,
oh, damn.
Yeah, it's for real for me, man. Huge fan. I used to work for the Bears, actually.
Oh, wow. Do tell.
Okay. In 90 from 94 to like 96.
Wanstead years.
Yeah, God, I hated Wanstead because he came after Ditka, man. He ruined it for me, man. I was like, you guys swear on this podcast?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck Dave Wanstead, man. So this got me, as you can see here. It says field pass. It says field pass, right? So what my job was I worked for a copier company where they had the contract for the Bears had their contract. So they had their copy machines in Soldier Field, the old Soldier Field, and we had to sit in the press box with all of the press people, like Mark Giangreco, like all the old school ones, Andrea Kramer and all them, and we couldn't cheer at all. We just had to keep quiet, And they served us free food and non-alcoholic beverages, and it was great. But the downfall was we had to go with like 5 minutes to go in every quarter and go run off copies of all the stats with the copy machine that was in the building, and then like staple them all together and like hand them all out to everyone, Mark Giangreco, Andrea Kramer, and so and so and so. And it was amazing. I got to go on the field. I got to go to training camp. I stayed for 2 weeks. I stayed up in Platteville back when we were in Platteville back in the day.
Yeah.
Stayed in the dorm rooms with him. Ate all my meals with him. I'm like in the mess hall with a tray, like getting my meals like right between Chris Zorich and Chris Conway, and I was like literally on the sidelines during practice. Like I had to. Jeremy Lincoln tackled Graham. What's the other wide receiver we had? Jeff Graham. He tackled Jeff Graham right in front of me, and I had to jump back. Almost had my knees taken out. I was hanging out like in the tent where Chris Zorich was like, he was injured, so he was on the bicycle, and I was like chit chatting with him, and it was amazing, man. And I got to go into, like I said, on the field. I got to go in the locker room, and like one day I walked into the locker room and just, a young 21-year-old kid, just totally not even thinking I'm expect to see dicks swinging everywhere. I was like, oh my God. And I like, whoa, paused. I'm like, I shouldn't be here. I turned around and Dave Wanstead's like, I'm 6'2". Dave Wanstead looked like he was 7 feet tall. He's standing above me. He walks in the door. He's like, what are you doing here, kid? I'm like, I showed him my media pass. I'm like, I'm part of the media. He's like, what are you doing here? Are you here for a paper or something? I was like, no, I was just leaving. He's like, get out of here, kid. So I'm like, yeah, grateful. I'm out of here. And I remember walking out, and in the hallway was Eric Kramer sitting down in the hallway with his uniform on and his helmet on. And he was sitting there with his, like, just sitting up against the wall, just fully dressed still, just like they had lost the game. And that was like, I think it was like one of the first games that he had played the Lions after we had signed him. And it came down to the wire, and we lost the game. And he was just, totally ruined by that. I'll never forget that moment. And in fact, Eric Kramer's been on our podcast 3 times now, and we kind of talked about that.
We've had him on like 10 times here too. So
yeah, Eric Kramer's awesome.
He's a regular with us.
Awesome, man. Eric Kramer's a great guy, dude. You guys know, yeah. So that's kind of my backstory, and just a huge Bears fan. My wife bought me a mic. It's not this mic. It's a much better mic, but I have some sound system problems going on now. So I'm improvising. So she was like, I'm like, what is this for? She's like, for you to do a podcast. I'm like, what's a podcast? She's like, where you go on and talk about the Bears, so you can stop fucking talking to me about the Bears all the time. Go meet some people. So,
I like it.
So we started BCP in 2022, and we have a great crowd. We've got. I've been having the most fun of my life doing it, and meeting so many great people like you guys, and it's just been a blast. So, as far as my state of the Bears, like Caleb Williams is my bucket list quarterback. I have always been a quarterback guy. Like I've always my number one scout was a quarterback. I used to have a marker board, and like, all my draft picks that I wanted in every round, like. Back in the day, like Tom Brady's there in the 3rd, Tom Brady's there in the 4th, Tom Brady's there in the 5th. He's there in the 6th. Why not just take him? Let's develop a quarterback. Dak Prescott's sitting there, so on and so forth is sitting there. Jimmy Garoppolo, blah 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 blah. And finally, my goal of my whole life was, before I die, like for the Bears to have the number 1 pick with like a Peyton Manning type can't miss candidates sitting there, not someone where you're just like, like what's his name from the Raiders back in the day, like, is he
that fat guy?
Yeah.
Marcus Russell.
Yeah. Russell. And so my dream came true, man. When I remember like when we had Justin Fields, and I was watching this kid in college, and I'm like, man, I'm already so jealous of the team that's going to draft this kid. Like, I'm just going to become a fan of that team, and I'm going to be watching their games just because Caleb Williams is on their team, and because I know we're not going to get him, because we're going to draft and develop. We're going to develop Justin Fields, right? And then I started to see what was going. I started to see his mechanical issues and all that stuff, and I was like, man. As soon as that season was over, I was like, they better trade Justin Fields and draft Caleb Williams. They better do it. Then they traded him, and then I'm thinking, oh no, they're going to fuck this up, and they're going to trade that pick back, pick up Drake May or someone like that. And it literally, like, me and my whole fan base on our, I shouldn't call them a fan base, but our whole chat base, everyone like knew, like, because we do a whole draft marathon and stuff. This is our 4th year doing it. Like sitting there, like when Roger Goodell said, and the Chicago Bears select, and the Chicago Bears, I was like, he's going to say trade, isn't he? He's going to say trade, isn't he? And then they said select. I was like, you better say Caleb Williams. And boom. from that day forward, I've been just as happy as a clam, and I've spent over $4,000 on his rookie cards because one day I'm gonna buy an island with him when I sell them, because I thought to myself,
damn.
Back in 1984, I started collecting football cards, and if I would have just started collecting basketball cards, and I had a boatload of Michael Jordan cards, I would own an island right now. So I thought to myself, is Caleb Williams going to retire, the greatest Chicago Bear of all time? Sorry, Walter, but by the time he's done, there's going to be a whole other generation of fans that are going to be like totally in love with him, and Walter Payton will become second. Is the answer yes or no? I said yes. So I just pulled the trigger on all these big time cards, and I'm just in love with this team. I'm in love with Caleb Williams. I'm in love with the fact that they got Ben Johnson. I love the draft. I love that they got another tight end. I love that they got that speedy 4.28 wide receiver. All the things we can do in the 13 personnel with him in the backfield. I'm taking up the mic right now way too much. I'm just trying to get it all out very quickly. I'm in love with what's going on right now, and I think that it really pisses me off. The first year of Caleb Williams, everyone's shitting all over him. 3,500
expectations, unfortunately.
Right, but 3,500
expectations.
3,541 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions out of a Bears rookie is like, what more could you ask for in a totally defunct system that he was in? So now that he's got Ben Johnson, he's going into year 2. We know that I'm sure all of you guys know that the head coach has input into who the general manager tries to go out and get for that head coach, and
clearly,
well, right?
That's what it's supposed to be anyway.
Exactly, and it's kind of proof with Matt Eberflus, right? Like you see it, like it's proof in the pudding that Ben Johnson has totally turned this team around just with his influence on who we draft. Last year was one of the best drafts as far as production from players that I can remember in a long time. I'm actually very heartbroken that Zay Frazier is off the team. He must have been a real piece of shit for them to give up on that talent. There must have been some real shit going on in his life. So other than that, like I'm done talking. Like I'm excited as hell. I love this draft. I love the direction we're going. And it's like, finally it's happened. I'm 51 years old. Like I don't have very much time. This is pretty much when Caleb Williams is done and his career is over. I'm going to probably just stop watching the Bears, because I gave up watching the Bulls when Michael Jordan retired because I had seen the best. So why would I want to go through a rebuild in my 70s? So that's where I'm at, man. Thank you for letting me have the mic. I'm done.
No, it's all good. I mean, you are speaking to a panel who I think I speak for all of us that we actually wanted to keep Justin.
Yeah, so did a lot of my panel.
Yeah, we did, and I mean, a lot of us just didn't know about Caleb's character transitioning into the NFL, if it was going to work. Almost all of us have taken that back. One still is working towards it. He is the one.
I have one on my panel too. Yes,
he's working towards it. You're working towards being a fan of Caleb.
No, I'm not.
You're getting there. You're getting there. You've said positive things last year. That's getting there from what we've heard in the past.
That don't mean I like him. I mean, I give credit.
But the thing is, when it comes down to everything you said, I don't know if I really agree as far as the tight end situation. I mean, obviously getting Loveland, yes, but this year getting a tight end made still to this day 0 sense to me. And it's mainly because we are still looking at the same front four on defensive line, and that I'm not happy about.
Well, we signed a lot of defensive players. I know there are a lot of like plug-in,
they're hit or misses. We don't know if that's going to work instead of going out and getting a guy that can work.
They're all a lot of rotational pieces, but the defensive line should be rotating around like to some degree. I know we don't have the edge everyone wants. Everyone's talking about the defensive tackle, but I kept saying the whole draft, like I don't think they're gonna draft the defensive lineman high, because we have Shamar Turner, who
we don't know about yet.
But he was starting to come on. He was starting to play. He was ramping up till his injury. I think the ceiling is still high on him. And then, I mean, Austin Booker. I mean, come on, man. I think this is his breakout season. If not for the 6-game injury laps
a
last
full
year.
off season. I'm looking forward to Booker for sure too.
Hey,
but we
Shorty,
were talking about it early in the show
this.
too. I'm not against us going out and spending, $8, even $10 million to bring in a Cam Jordan into this locker room either.
Me either.
I'm not against
totally
that.
not against that.
You already restructured 2 contracts. You could restructure a few more as well to get a Cam Jordan in this locker room as well. And that would help and make me feel a lot better.
What's your question, JB?
Love your energy, brother. Love it.
Thank you, man.
Optimism. Around here, we have a phrase, cautiously optimistic.
Right?
We're
going to trademark that shit.
That's a Bears fan for you, though, man. I hear you.
For you. So, did you have this same type of energy and fervor after Matt Nagy went 12-4? You just knew we was on this trajectory. You knew you had a little bit of deja vu going on right now, right?
Yes and no. Like Matt Nagy,
fell for it. No.
Oh, Matt Nagy, he pulled some plays out of his ass, didn't he? Like in his first season, he had the Santa sled, and he had some.
He wasn't shy.
Offensive linemen getting touchdowns.
He had some very innovative plays, and then what happened?
He opened up the playbook for Mitch Trubisky, is what he did.
So, but true. But all I was asking was, at that 12-4, in 2018, a lot of us was like, man, we're back.
Yeah, remember the 100-year celebration? They had the big party, and everyone's like, "Oh, like we thought because all of us thought." I refuse to call it the double doink. It was a blocked kick. It was tipped. That took it up the trajectories. It made it a double doink. Like, if not for that, like I'm sure that all of you felt just like me that, man, we can beat any team that we play this year with this defense.
I mean, I felt more like
and the offense was adequate.
Yes.
So how would you feel this year? Just asking, if the Bears are 8-9, 9-8,
I'd be pissed.
Oh,
I'd be pissed. I do not expect that. In fact, I'm about to put a bet on it. I'm not a betting guy because I always lose. Maybe I shouldn't do it, but I'm calling it right here. Keep the receipt. Caleb Williams, 2026 League MVP, 2026 Super Bowl MVP. I think we're winning it. We're winning it this year, my man. We're winning it. I feel it in my bones.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard.
It's when you're so used to seeing. I've done so many shows about shitting on the ownership, about not being able to get this right. It's like I've said this many times. It's like the blind squirrel finally got the nut. The McCaskies finally hired the right guy. Like, what I love the most about Ben Johnson? It's not even this.
On that, because I'm gonna say Lovey was the right guy as well. I'm gonna say Lovey was the right guy.
He was, but he also was working in tandem with Jerry Angelo too. Other than the Cedric Benson pick, which we already had Thomas Jones. We should have just given up on Rex Grossman because Aaron Rodgers was sitting there and just I hated Aaron Rodgers. I literally had a balls out guttural laugh when the Packers drafted him. I'm like, ha 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 ha! You suckers! You just wasted that pick on a loser, and look what happened. But
I mean, Aaron Rodgers has a really good, face that you just want to punch the shit out of.
Exactly. Yes.
And he'd be one.
But if he had all those seasons for the Bears, you wouldn't want to punch him, right? Like, so
I'd still want to punch him.
But look back at Rex Grossman. He had multiple injuries. He had never really finished a full season. And what is it? 22nd pick in the draft? Like, what does it matter? Like, if you have the 4th pick in the draft and you take Aaron Rodgers over him, that's just good GM work. That was just a bad decision as far as I'm concerned. But it doesn't matter because my point to this was that Lovie Smith had a lot of input on that. I've talked to Greg Gabriel personally about this. Mm-hmm. He was the one that wanted him. He was from Texas. Lovie's from Texas. He just loved his running style. He wanted that running back. So I think that Lovie Smith is the second best coach even above Ditka that we ever had. And I think that Ben Johnson, it's different with Ben. You know those there's certain people when you talk to, right? And they have that look. You know that look, right? Like you're like, oh, okay. I get it. I'm not messing with that look. He just has it, man. Like Matt Nagy never had that look. Like Ben Johnson just has
that look. Ditka had that look. Papa Bear had that look. I'm not going to say Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson doesn't scare me.
Ben Johnson has that look. He's just got to.
You don't have that look.
Run with it now. It's still too early. But
dude, look at Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson always looks pissed off.
When Ben Johnson's walking out of the tunnel and he's just like got that laser focused look. When he's standing on the sidelines, he just knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly when to go for it on fourth down and not like Eber loser. Oh, we got to wait. Are we going for it on fourth down after that touchdown, whatever game that was? Like, no, Ben Johnson is fully prepared. He knows every single scenario, what he's going to do in every single scenario, and he's totally prepared for everything.
Are you sure about that? Did you watch the same games we watched? Because he had a lot of fourth downs.
Well, he's confident.
Oh no,
he has it, and I'd rather have a guy who's confident.
I'll give you that, man. He went for way too many fourth downs, right? Especially in that Rams game.
Too much credit now. He still has ways.
I'd rather have a guy with balls than a Matt Nagy with tiny little testes.
And you are correct about that. You know that Rams game, I kept pounding the fucking tape. I was screaming at my TV, run the fucking ball, run the ball, run the ball. It's a snowy, cold weather game, man. Run the fucking ball. He kept passing.
And you're not tackling Kyle Monangai. Hint, hint, hint.
Right.
Give Kyle Monangai the ball. That Bear Packer game, if you watched like the actual Packers announcers, they were straight up saying, it's like, how do you not give this freaking guy the ball every damn time? I don't understand it. Like nobody can stop this guy. He's averaging 6 yards a carry, and you're not giving him the ball.
I totally agree with you on that. I think that he's going to learn from his mistakes.
He will. It's his first year.
We hope he does, and that's why I asked you that question, Shorty, about the Nagy, because it's not in that most recent Bears history in 2018 that we weren't just in the exact same spot.
Right, 100%.
So I want to see how he adjusts. I want to see. There's tape on Ben Johnson. There's tape on Caleb Williams now. And you're bringing you lost 7 total starters.
Yeah, but you also got to look at the starters
not
we
the
still
same.
have, though. You got to look at the starters. I trust Caleb Williams a hell of a lot more than I trust Mitch Trubisky.
I'm not saying you don't.
I trust our dual running backs more. I like
team
our
is
running
not
backs.
the same, Frank.
No, it's not. I think this team is still going to be a very good team.
And I'm going to say it, all the times DJ bailed Caleb out.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that
number one wide receiver.
So the thing is, it's not bailing them out. It's doing your fucking job.
Yeah. I mean,
he's a number one. They ain't bailing you out.
But 2 things can be true, Al, but a lot of times you like, man, if you throw that shit again, man, I'll beat the hell out of you getting me hit like that, doing that. Like, come on, man, don't put me in them situations. It happens. So DJ was able to do that. However, this is not the same team, which is why I kind of have to say we have to kind of scrub what they did last year and give grace to start over.
100%, yeah.
You're not wrong with that, but I still expect a similar scenario, at least regular season type wise.
We ain't getting 33 turnovers again. Take away.
I'm not talking about turnovers. I mean, that stuff doesn't happen. But I think our defense is going to be better if it stays healthy.
Yeah, that's facts.
I hope so. Hell, we was 29. We can't get much worse.
We did not play one defensive down the entire season with a full roster. Not one.
Again, we cannot get much worse than 29. It's only 30, 31, 32.
That means you can get worse.
Oh, I said much worse.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I like at the end of this magical season, right? Good, better, best. I was just gutted by the fact that what's up, Scrolls? I was gutted by the fact that we didn't
I agree,
go further because it's like you can't like to your point, JB, like now in fact, Ben Johnson said it himself in the presser after the season. They're like, what are you going to build on, from this season? And he's like, there's nothing to build on. Like, this is a brand new season. It starts all over again from day one. Like it's not the same team. And so that's why I was so gutted by the fact that we didn't become the the Chiefs. Bless you. The Chiefs, who went to the Super Bowl with a second-year quarterback, in his first year with a new head coach, or we didn't go to, that second part applies to the Patriots. What's his name?
Drake May.
Jordan May goes to the Super Bowl, second-year quarterback with the first-year head coach. Which, by the way, dodge a bullet with that head coach, right? Thank God we didn't get Vrabel.
Bo Nix was close too. If Bo Nix didn't get hurt, we might have seen Bo Nix in the Super Bowl.
We might have, yeah. I was really what a bummer, right? Like seeing that kid play that well. He didn't play that well in that game, but to lose, to have his ankle or knee blown,
he broke his ankle.
Yeah, right before the championship game, like that really sucked. But I was just really pissed that it wasn't us that took that bull by the horns and became that team, because now we're like starting all over again, right? And we have it's going to be a whole nother roster turnover. And yeah, to your point, I mean, we damn near well could be 8-9 this season, right? So I just don't. Even injuries aside, I think that this coaching staff is that brilliant that I just don't think that's a possibility. Like I think no matter what happens, we're going to, build up. Like I was bummed, obviously, like everyone, about the center retiring, and then we traded for Bradbury, and thankfully he's not making that much money. But I was pounding the table for my number one center in this draft was Logan, and I kept saying it during the draft. What's that?
Scrolls just said they were going to be 15-2.
Hey,
confident,
man.
Hey, man. I'm always saying some wild shit, man. I don't be. I take what Scrolls say with a grain of salt some damn times. Wow, boy. I
gotta see how wait, it's already mid-May. Is the season already out yet? Schedule
Thursday comes out.
Thursday. Yeah, because like things like when you play Miami early in the season and you're like going down into that freaking 98-degree temperature with 120% humidity, those are the games the Bears always lose, in Miami. So I want to see.
Word is we're starting off the season with Seattle, so that's gonna. I mean, I'd rather play them early though. So,
me too.
So
I think we're gonna. I think we'll probably get them at Seattle, and fine, bring it on.
Well,
I just think,
fellas, we running a little long on time. Shorty, we like to thank you for coming on. Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you guys one question. Bears won the Super Bowl this year. Shorty, you crying?
What's that?
I said the Bears won the Super Bowl this year. You crying?
Oh, I'm gonna be.
You should get that Bears tattoo with the freaking 2026 on there because you're so confident.
Add some 2020. By the way, when I got it, they didn't have the right blue, so I have to get it like redone with. See if they have like a darker blue. It's like cubby blue. But yeah, I actually, when Caleb threw that pass to Cole Kmet against the Rams, I was laying there with my old dying dog on my chest, and I started bawling my eyes out. I'm like, because I thought he's still alive, but I'm like, he's my good luck charm. So I was like, you're gonna finally get to see your Bears win a Super Bowl, because I started crying with just cuddling my dog watching that. I couldn't even get up and cheer because I was just like all in the moment with my dog, and I was in tears. So you're damn right. When they win it this year, I'm gonna be bawling like a baby, my man.
Yes, sir.
I probably will be too. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Shorty, we like to thank you for coming on to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, man.
Thank you for having me.
We'll definitely
let us know where we can find you at, man. Let us know.
Bears Country Productions. We've got the reason why I have Bears Country Podcast in my name there is because we've got a trio of British Bears fans that I've met. They've come out to Chicago. They stay with me and my family. Each one of them, we went to some Bears games together. Two games in a row, both for each of the two of the three British Bears fans, and they have their own show on our channel. That's why I called it Bears Country Productions. So they have the British Bears, which just had a show today at 4:00 Central Time or Eastern Time, and they're more seasonal. But we are every single Thursday, almost to annoyance. it's like, what am I going to talk about this Thursday in the middle of the June, But every single Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, you can catch us at Bears Country Productions, me and my crew, and a great chat, just like you guys have here. And I really...
Hey, we'd like to appreciate you for coming on. We would love to have you again soon.
Hey, come back.
So I see Commission's your producer, huh?
Yes.
He is.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Awesome, man. It's great to meet Commish and having Commish bring me on with you guys, and it's great to meet you guys. And I want to thank you for having me on, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
So you guys are every Tuesday night?
Every Tuesday
night, 8 o'clock Central.
Every single Tuesday night of the year?
Pretty much, yeah. Even out of Bear season, we talk about something.
Yeah.
Yep. Same here, man. Even if it's just about life, we like to. It's like Bears therapy sometimes for us, just hanging out, having fun, having some laughs. You guys seem like the same kind of crew.
Hey, that's what we do, man. That's what we do.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
It was good talking to you, man. Talk to you later.
You too, guys.
All right.
That was our man Shorty from man, I'm gonna forget just that fast. Bears Country Podcast, man. Bears Country Podcast. Our boy Shorty, man. Thank him for coming on, man. Great guest. Man, he's talking fast and he's talking about what he loves, the Bears. I mean, he has high hopes. Very high hopes. Very high hopes. And there's nothing wrong with that. I hope everything he got, it happens. So we're going to go ahead and kick it off with some shout-outs. First of all, started off with you, Frank the Tank. What's up?
Tank. All right. Keep my shout-outs a little bit short. Got to give a shout-out to a completely different team, my Buffalo Sabres hockey team, because they beat a Canadian team. So I'm more than happy about that. Any Canadian hockey team. If anybody knows me, Shorty, you're still in the background. I'm a hockey guy. Fuck Canada. Fuck everything Canada. They do got good beer and some good maple syrup. Other than that, fuck. Other than that, I got to get a shout out. He chimed in early and made sure I was going to give him a shout out. My little guy Logan got a very awesome call yesterday where he is going to be the starter for the All-Star team on Friday.
Pitching.
He's the starting pitcher for the All-Star team on Friday. So very, very happy with it. He wanted me to give out the stats, as funny as it sounds, for the stat man. So, yeah, he has pitched. What did I say? Now I forgot. He's gonna kill me that I forgot. Hold up. Right. So he has given up 1 earned run. He has only given up 2 hits so far, and he has walked 3 people, and he has struck out 27 batters.
Damn, Loki.
He's striking out 2.5 batters per inning. So he's been lights out. So I got to give him his props.
How old is he again?
He's 10.
Ooh.
He's 10. And the last game that we were at, I got a very interesting person who came up to me and asked who that kid was who's pitching. And I was like, hey, that's my son, actually. And he gave me his card. He was like, I want your son to come try out for my travel league next year, for the 11, 12-year-old travel league. So I was like, I'm sure he'll be thrilled to see that. So I got to give him his love.
Man, shout out Logan.
Aha.
Other than that, I got nothing else. Can't wait for the schedule to actually be released on Thursday. And we got to get together. We're going to book something up here, too. Let's get together for a training camp, too. So I'll go down for a training camp day. Maybe do a show out there while we're watching training camp. That'd be pretty cool.
You know what? If we can get for that friends and family thing, or I don't know if it's called friends and family, but the time where the Bears, like, they go out there and they sign autographs for the kids and everything.
Yeah, friends and family,
yeah. We might have to get in contact with Herb Howard.
For sure.
And ask him what days are best for us to come out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely going to do that. Well, that's everything I got. So go ahead. Hit it up, JB. Hit up that chat.
Well, the chat, you know.
And then there's this guy, the Hawaiian badass over here.
Just real quick.
Hawaii 5-0.
On a somber note, I do want to give a quick shout out and a quick rest in peace to Brandon Clark with the Memphis Grizzlies. He ended up passing away today. And then another person that passed away today was Gosh, another NBA.
Jason Collins.
Yes, Jason Collins. So shout out to those guys and their careers and stuff. So, and to their families and stuff. And shout out to Bearski for hooking me up, talking, getting me involved and kind of stuff. And like the videos he puts out, he is related and connected with Shorty as well, with Bears Country Podcast. So they're friends and they work with each other as well. And that video that he put together of the season in review that we did the voice on, Mr. Chicago and I, Shorty was on there as well. He did the earlier weeks and stuff. So
gotcha.
Shout out to Bearski again. He's always putting out good videos and shit. So, and shout out to you guys, hell of a show, and shout out to Mama Holmes for being the great podcast mom that she is. So we love you.
Hey, you just stole JV's thunder on that one, dude. He gives her the shout outs. What the hell?
The loves that come her way from him
just
mean more
for
than
that,
me.
I am also going to give a shout out to the beloved podcast mom, Sandra Holmes.
Dude, you're going to be a
And you
one
know
up,
what?
man?
I'm going to give another shout out in the background to our beloved Amber Edinger, who's still lurking back there watching us on the screen, still texting me.
All right. Be that
all
guy.
love. All
Amber,
love.
are you with me?
And another one who passed away. Foul, I'm not going to say you would like this because it sounds bad, but Donald Gibb. Okay, USA. He just passed away today, too.
Wow, for real?
Yeah. What's his name? Well, he was in Revenge of the Nerds, too. I can't remember his name.
Man, you talking about Ogre, man.
Ogre, yeah. Ogre passed away today, too. That
wow.
sucks.
Whoa.
Yeah. Everybody died today. What the fuck?
Damn, that's a 3-piece spicy.
Man.
Yeah.
They say they happen in threes. Damn, not 3 in one day.
Right.
Man.
And Brandon Clark was pretty decent too. Jason Collins clearly had been retired, but if I'm not mistaken, Brandon Clark wasn't even 5-6 years in the league. He wasn't even in the league that long.
Yeah, he was 29 years old when he passed.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? He wasn't even that old. Man.
All right, JB, go ahead. Hit up that chat.
Yeah, you never know what anybody's going through. Shout out to their families. Man, we're going to move on from that. Shout out to you guys. Y'all know what Tuesday means to me. That shameless plug to the Morris beer. Hey, y'all come back. Morris, get you some. Raise your standards. Get us some commercialization. Morris, we want to make that partnership pop. The chat was overlit tonight, fellas. You already know. Shout out to some guy kicked it off at 8 o'clock. Frank O'Dowd.
Hey, that guy. I know that guy.
The hell is that?
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Let me tell you.
He probably drinks a lot of beer.
Hey.
Brother,
I drink whiskey. Over there.
Shout out to Brad Stewart for chiming in. Shout out to the Crooked Commission, as you saw in the background a couple times, the producer extraordinaire. So shout out to my man, Crooked Commission. Shout out to the Clubhouse.
Let's go. There it is. Let's go.
Oh my God. You said once you get married, you was gonna finally take a drink. I'm holding you to that.
I did. That's it.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to drink with Amber and Paul's kids too. They're still under 21. That's Kyle.
I'm pretty sure y'all will take care of that. Me and the kids gonna have Shirley Temples all day.
What was the other one? Ah, fuck, I can't. Peanut, no, fuck, I can't remember what they're. Kitty cocktails.
Yeah.
Kitty cocktails.
Mocktails. Yeah, but shout out to Brad and the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Shout out to Frank O'Dowd just be up here talking crazy. Shout out to Logan, niece and nephew. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Bear Down 05F. Always. He said the Bears schedule is tough. Yes, it is, but so are we. I cringe to give this shout out because I don't know which one it is, but shout out to Don Burr. I just don't know which Don Burr it is. If it was the
boy kids, what up?
Detroit Don Burr or the in the submarine who's a Detroit fan over there and wherever he's at protecting our waters, Don Burr.
Goddamn AI. I don't know what that is.
Could be. He's a time traveler. Shout out to Good, Better, Best BJ. Shout out to Ron Winarski, Caleb, BJ Loveland. Shout out to you guys. Chicago Clubhouse Bears fans number one.
Blowjob.
Shout out to Al Bundy. Hey, my man Slim Bo Boogie came back. I haven't heard from him in like a year. Shout out to Slim. We appreciate you. Shout out to Roma Doomsday's dad. Hey, man, get your son a judge machine for his birthday. Shout out to TTNL Runaway. Love when he comes on. FGB Bear Down. Love when he comes on. Seth Rollins Bears Down. Thank you, Seth Rollins Bears Down, for chiming in. Shout out to Ramon Acevedo. Salute to Service, one of our podcast members over there in South Korea, keeping our water safe. Love you. My boy AC Adam. Thank you, AC. Good to see you again. Shout out to Amber, as Frank alluded to. Amber Edinger, one of our P1s. Lady sis, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate you. Shout out to True Pilgrim. True Pilgrim was on fire tonight, y'all. True Pilgrim had a lot to say. Mr. Bakes a lot. Shout out to him. He had a lot to say. My man Sivius R. Dixon. My man Sivius. Thank you, Sivius, for chiming in. Unk came in, y'all. Lorenzo Clemens. Thanks, Unk. We appreciate it. My man Toussaint J. Thank you, Toussaint, for chiming in. We appreciate the love. Bears 1985. Hey. Last time we really did something. 85 Bears. We love it. We respect it. Super Bowl 20 will live in infamy. So shout out to Bears fan 85. Shout out to nope, that's the same person. Same person. Another same person. Hey, the chat. Hey, Foul. The chat, when I tell you, bro. Woo! Shout out to Shannon Dominguez.
Start to finish, it never stopped.
No, that's how we want it, because that makes
Absolutely.
TV. Lets the people know we're doing something right.
Big shout out to Bears Shorty right now for a $20 super chat. Thanks for having me on. No, thank you for the super chat, Shorty.
Shorty, man, love you, buddy.
That is way too generous, man. Really appreciate it.
Love and appreciate it. Hey, shout out to my man Darius D. Jones, one of our P1s. Thank you, Darius, for chiming in. We appreciate the love. And as I'm going through, hey, Shorty, shout out to you, brother. Like Kurt just said, we appreciate you. Can't wait to have you back. And let's do some collabs. I would love to keep this partnership going.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Shout out to, as much as me and the Scrolls beef, shout out to Scrolls.
Everybody beefs with the Scrolls. Still love them, though.
40 TDs, 5,000 yards, and a 15-2 record. That's a little bit rambunctious.
I mean, would I love that to happen? Yeah.
Oh, would I love it? That's some Madden shit, some video game numbers.
Yeah, that is, and it's on rookie mode. That ain't a normal freaking football. That's rookie mode.
First of all, Rome gonna drop about 3 of them touchdowns, so that drops it to 37.
Roma Doomsday's dad says it all the time on our chat.
Right. You know, but that's okay. But thank you, Scrolls, for chiming in. We appreciate you all the way out in Cali. Hey, Big Lewis, 88. Thank you, Big Lewis. He says he believes in this year. Ben will be too cute, though. That's innovative. Okay, thank you. We appreciate that. My man, Don Spector. Thank you, Spector, for chiming in. We appreciate you. We keep going. Steady going. Scrolls and Scrolls, Shorty, Dark, Scrolls, Steady. Genev, B311, bear down. Thank you, Genev. We appreciate the love. And I think we winding down, fellas. That's about it. But they're still talking right now. Hey, Keds the Canucks. Is that team still around, Frank? The Canucks?
Canadians.
Oh, there's no more Canucks.
No, people call Canadians Canucks.
Nomad podcast.
Yeah, people call Canadians Canucks.
Catch them Sundays, baby.
I thought there was
I'll tell you one thing too. One other shout out I did not give, and I apologize for this because the chat was going nuts on it early on. Congratulations, LeBron James, for getting swept for the 5th time in your NFL or NBA career? Is it the 5th time? Including twice in the NBA Finals? Greatest of all time, yeah.
God save the Queen!
Greatest little bitch.
God save the Queen. Get his punk ass out of here.
And the worst thing about it, both myself and JB are really big Lakers fans too. I love the Lakers. I've always loved the Lakers. Never again with the Browns.
Can't win with them. I want winners.
4-10. Great record.
But,
all right, go ahead.
So winding out again, anybody that we have in the back that is not chiming in, we do love you. We love to see your views, but you are officially known as a what, y'all?
Ian
L for love. Good times.
You are officially known as a lurker, and that's okay because your view counts. We are thankful that you are here, putting up with our foolishness on a Tuesday night when ain't nothing else going on. We appreciate it. Shout out to any other family that we all may have watching. Shout out to SB and the crew. Shout out to my son Cam. Shout out to my son Jordan. Love you all. And last but not least, if it's only one person, Sal alluded to it. Frank alluded to it. The podcast mom, y'all. Most affectionately known as Miss Tandra Bonham Holmes. My mom. Love you, lady. Lay sweat.
Hey.
I love it. Lay sweat.
Hey, check this out. I want to give a shout out, first of all, to the chat. Lit tonight. Thank you all for tuning in, talking with us. Oh, man, JD left. Oh, well, maybe he's not there. He probably sneezing or something. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast.
Sneezing, yes.
You all chat lit tonight. Remember, it costs absolutely nothing at all to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast.
Yeah.
Tell your mama, tell your papa.
Oh, here we go. Get it.
Tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, your niece, your nephew. Tell your pastor.
Pastor, get him.
Tell pastor's wife.
Preach on, Reverend.
You can tell the pimp on the corner.
Damn.
You can tell the whole walk in the street to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast.
Well.
Yes, once again, we want to send our deepest condolences to the families of Brandon Clark, to the families of Jason Collins, and to the family of Mr. Gibbs, who I grew up watching big time Revenge of the Nerd fans, Blood Sport guy,
Yeah.
Ogre, nerds. Man, hey, this is just another example of give people their flowers while they're here. Love on your loved ones. Remember, people, life is short. We're here today.
Take advantage.
Gone tomorrow.
Ogre died.
Know when your time is. It's just that simple. Once again, happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers. To Mama Holmes, to Amber Ellinger, to my mama, my mother-in-law, my sister, everybody, my wife. Can't forget her. Fuck around, be sleeping on the couch.
Better not.
Yeah.
It's a comfy couch.
Happy belated Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Also want to give a shout out to all the Chicago sports teams, the Sky, the Hawks, the Sox won again today.
Hey, they're playing above expectations, that's for sure.
Yeah, they are playing way above fucking expectations. I'm going to some games.
They got 3 players. I think they announced earlier today 3 of their players have more home runs than 7 teams.
Yeah,
that'll be Vargas, that'll be Montgomery, and that'll be Money.
The Samurai
Money Murakami.
Montaki. Oh, well, his name is Montonki.
Money.
What's his name?
Murakami.
Murakami. There it is. Murakami. Money Murakami. Hey, shout out to them. Shout out to the Bears and shout out to the Cubs and the Fire. Also want to give a shout out to my kiddies. They better have their ass up and ready to go to school tomorrow because
Jackson.
I got a therapy appointment tomorrow. So physical therapy, not mental therapy, but physical therapy. I got a therapy appointment tomorrow, and their ass better come on. Their ass gonna be catching the train. Shout out to my wife who's upstairs vacuuming. For what reasons, I do not know. It's 10:25 at night. I don't know what the hell she's doing up there. Shout out to my big boy Ricky.
What is she doing? I never know what she's doing back there.
Yeah, shout out to our special guest tonight, Shorty from Bear Country Podcast, Bear Country Productions. Shout out to you, Frank the Tank. Shout out to our boys, my boy JB. Shout out to the super producer in the back, the Crooked Commish. To our boy T Nick. To our boy Mr. Chicago. Our boy Crazy Ace over there serving in South Korea. Shout out to Easy, as long as he don't pop his ass up. Pennywise.
I haven't seen him today. It's been so peaceful.
Yes, that's exactly.
Pennywise sensation.
Yeah. Remember, hey, the Chicago Clubhouse Productions, man, we got things that go on basically the whole damn week. Okay, the whole damn week. You know, shout out to our boys. Not our boys, but our girls, the ladies with their women's cut. Shout out to them as well. So without further ado, we'd like to thank you all for liking and subscribing and tuning in. So for Frank the Tank, JB, the super producer in the back, the Crooked Fish, I'm your boy Foul. Guess what, people? We out.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
Who the hell steam cleans at 2 a.m., Scroll?
I was thinking the same thing. Who the fuck does that?
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
I was sleep with one eye open.
And now it's all over.